Folks. Hello everyone and welcome in one and all. Just a reminder before we start the stream, I can see YouTube chat, I can read YouTube chat, but the program I use to combine chats into one window is not working right now. Or maybe never again, I'm not sure. So in the meantime, you'll have to go to RightHostYT on Twitch if you want your chats to show up on stream. So I'm gonna tweet that we're live.
Blazing
and then
Carey
we're gonna
just
get into
resubscribed
hi,
on Twitch for
how's it
9
going?
months. Right01 Chaos, Right01 Chaos, Right01 Chaos.
Yar. Mark, not right now. I'm trying to type a tweet. It's not a software issue. It's the program itself. It's always been kind of buggy. I don't pay for it, so I'm not like upset or whatever. But I'm like, man, it's kind of annoying. Gotta put my apron on. What am I doing? No one's getting banned yet, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, if you're gonna be annoying though, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna ban anybody yet. We're gonna see how this goes. Let me get my shit ready. Let me just get my tweets and shit together.
GXLDFNCH just resubscribed on Twitch for 3 months. Yeah.
That's really funny. Transparent is a better word. Sure, it's almost
Hollow
even a dangerous
just
sentence.
resubscribed on Twitch for 2 months.
That's very
07.
funny. Name of the subs. I'm gonna have to go and check all these. Yeah. Make a tweet. I think what it was is I left it open, hoping that it would be quick, and then I had to run up. I forgore. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All my shit's together. I can now see all my chat. All right. Real quick, before we start, I was planning on playing Happy Humble Burger Farm and like talking politics while we do. I'm kind of tempted to play web fishing. What do y'all want? 1 in chat for Happy Humble Burger Farm and see me stressy. 2 in chat for web fishing. We could also do both. 1, 2's in Twitch. Twitch is kind of split. YouTube's also kind of... I think we're just gonna have to play both. We'll start with Happy Humble, and then when I get bored of that, we'll switch.
Potato
we can't.
Boy
We promised Happy Humble. We should start with Happy Humble.
Just subscribed on Twitch.
Let me read through some of these subs before we also get even further into it, because we got a lot of subs coming in. Hi, everybody. We have a hype train and everything. We've got Blazing Kyra with the 3 months. Thank you very much. You turned off both of them. Stop.
Sorry.
What do you mean you didn't mean to? There's one button.
I thought you turned that one off. I didn't turn that one.
Goldfinch with the 3 months. Thank you very much. Holloway with
Gamer 12 became a member. Gamer 12 celebrates 14 months of membership. Hello, also can't wait to get into peaceful politics.
Can hear me? You should be able to hear me. Can y'all hear me? Yes? Okay. Oh, it's one person was asking. Okay. Potato Boy with the sub, and also somebody just did a thingy. Oh, GZGamer, thank you. Okay. I'm booting the game now. I'm going to be very clear about today's stream. The main point of today's stream is for y'all to go out and vote tomorrow. That's why my pinned comment on both chats is vote.org. It has all the resources to tell you where your polling places are, double check that you're registered, all of that. Because at the end of the day, I want you to vote. I go into this in tomorrow's podcast. I'm going to be super transparent here. I think you should vote for Kamala Harris. I'm much further left than her. She's kind of a center-left liberal, to be honest with you. I do not agree with many of her policies, and I don't agree with her stances on a few things. But she's the best we got. And another Trump presidency will destroy the country. So here's where I'm going to be very... I haven't banned anyone yet, and I'm not going to unless you're annoying about it. Okay? Part of this stream is I want to maybe try to convince some of you, if you are undecided or possibly supporting Trump. So if anyone has actual actual reasons for why they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, feel free to put them in chat. And I will address as many as I can while I'm making burgers. That's kind of the point of today's stream. If you're annoying or being a piece of shit about it, you will get banned. But until then... One reason, inflation. Oh, Vita Loco. Give me literally one policy Trump has proposed that will address the economy meaningfully. Trump has said multiple times that he is going to introduce tariffs, which literally every economist out there said will destroy the economy. And just the other day said he's going to put a 200% tax on all imported goods. Do you want all prices for everything to be 200% more or not? Furthermore, most of the inflation you're feeling at the grocery store is actually because of corporate price gouging. It's not because of inflation. It's because the corporations running the grocery stores are being much too greedy about things. Right now, our FTC is headed by a woman named Lena Khan, I believe, or Lisa Khan. She's been doing an excellent job combating the price gouging. Excellent job. Trump's plan, and he's already announced this, is to kick her out and put someone else in there who will focus on tackling
Gamer 12 super chatted $5. To be fair, economy felt good under Trump, but he rode the successful economic recovery that Obama got going after the 2008 recession from Republicans.
Yes, and we will get to that, but that was an excellent point. Trump has said, and has planned to, replace Lena Khan with someone who supports only caring about using the FTC as a baton to smack anyone who disagrees with him. Prices will get higher and worse as a guarantee because of this. And then to your point, JZGamer, you mentioned...
Elizabeth Calvert super chatted $5. Yay, Pina Colada is back up on Gamer Subs. This plus your discount has made my night. Rye, you are the best. Purple heart.
Oh, yeah.
Also, can we see kitties if they are willing?
Consume product. Enjoy your Gamer Subs. Is the background noise too loud? I thought it was gonna be too quiet. You got it. To your point, you're right. For the first 2 or 3 years of Trump's presidency, the economy felt good because it was riding Obama policies. Consistently, for the past 14 presidents, the economy has suffered under Republicans, has been repaired and restored under Democrats, and then been ridden for a couple years under Republicans until, once again, destroyed. Oh, I gotta clock in, then turn on the sign. Also, is that better for game sound? Probo18. I'm glad you brought that up. Reason number 2. She has centered her campaign around abortion, saying that Trump wants to ban it, but he has literally said he's not going to place a national ban. I don't care what Trump has said he's going to do. I care what he has done and what his supporters say. His vice president pick said that he supports a national ban. His pick for healthcare says that he supports a national ban. Trump has said he wouldn't ban it, but all of the people he's selected to make that actual decision have said they will. That's all that I need to hear. Chocolate malt, 2 happy dogs, 1 no ketchup, 1 no mustard. Furthermore, and here it might be a little bit radical for some of you. Oh, the appliances are turned off? Who the hell did that? Okay, those are cooking. It was a chocolate malt, right? Chocolate malt, yes. I don't know how to pronounce your username. I have listened to Willwood, though. I love Willwood. Why would they want to ban that? Well, if I give you my opinion of the answer, it's going to sound a little conspiratorial. But realistically, the only reason you would want to ban abortion at the end of the day is to control women's lifestyle choices and punish them for having sex. It's a purely puritanical viewpoint, and it's basically a way to disenfranchise and economically lock in. What do you mean it's not cooked? This hot dog has been there for years. I have to re-throw them on. Oh, are the appliances off again? Who the fuck keeps turning off my appliances? Yes. Jaka, I don't care what you think should be allowed for and for not abortion. At the end of the day, I don't want a politician near any doctor's office at all. I don't care if it's for abortion. I don't care if it's for fucking goddamn insulin shot. I don't want a politician in my doctor's office. It's really funny to me that the Republicans, quote-unquote, the quote-unquote party of small government, want politicians in your doctor's office. That's crazy to me and unconscionable. Oh yeah, this game is real. I like the actual cooking of this game, and the horror is just fun. Horror is just a fun bonus. Which president would be better for Muslims living in America? Genuine question. Well, to be fair, Trump, in his last presidency, literally did what was called the Muslim ban. So I think we can tell what he views that community as. That would just be my first straight up thought. I don't know if y'all remember that one. So I know a lot of first time voters don't remember a lot about the Trump presidency. Yeah, some of y'all might not remember that. Canova, I think that's a great point. And this is less to my undecided or Republican folks out there. This is specifically to people who want to vote third party or people who are hesitant to vote for Kamala because of Palestine. And Palestine is a really critical thing to talk about right now. this is one of the points where I strongly disagree with Kamala, right? Because for those of you who don't know, her, along with pretty much every major American politician, are in support of Israel and some of their actions going on. Now, not to say uncritically, I think it's important the words that are being used, right? Where Kamala has consistently talked about the suffering of Palestine. But I'm not going to say her foreign policy is good. I'm not going to sit here and say that because I don't think that's true. But what I think is important to recognize, right, is every time Kamala has said anything about Israel, she's immediately followed it up with saying that the suffering in Palestine needs to end. Meanwhile, if we take a look at what Trump has said on the matter, he's said he's personally called Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and said among many things that they are not being allowed to go far enough, and he would let them finish it out, is his words. And just the other day, at his Madison Square Garden rally, one of his top advisors, Rudy Giuliani, everyone knows him. Everyone knows him and Trump are good friends. Rudy Giuliani spread an insane lie that Palestinians, this was Rudy Giuliani's words. Rudy Giuliani said that the people in Palestine are, quote, taught to kill Americans at age 2. I shouldn't have to tell you how insane, racist, and conspiratorial that is. So, I promise you that although Kamala is weak on foreign policy, specifically regarding Palestine, from the policies that have been proposed so far, I promise you, Trump would do everything in his power to make it as bad as possible, as fast as possible. Not only that, but as someone just pointed out, Trump's also really bad on Ukraine. If you ever noticed, every time he talks about Ukraine or Palestine, his words are, I would solve it in a day. There is literally only way to solve either of those conflicts in a day, and that's to call up Russia or call up Israel and say, have at it, I won't stop you. That would end it in a day. It would be giving up the fight, essentially. That is not the only way, LOL. Okay, how do you think he would end it in a day? What is the only possible way that that a U.S. president could end that conflict in a day? Go for it. I'm waiting. I would love to hear your foreign policy.
Elizabeth Calvert gifted Andy Roth 65 a membership.
Yeah, they have the gifted. Peace treaty? So you haven't been paying attention. Because several peace treaties and... Not only several peace treaties and ceasefires have been proposed. Netanyahu himself says he does not want to take it. Netanyahu will not stop until he is stopped, or Palestine has been wiped off the face of the map. So, if Trump says he can stop it in a day, what he's saying is he would let Netanyahu do whatever he wants. Not only Palestine, Israel's already been attacking other nearby countries. Lebanon just got recently met the ire of Israel. Yeah, Happy Khan brings up, it's spreading to nearby countries. Is being terrified a valid emotion at this point? Here's what I want to make sure comes across. I'm not doing this stream to scare anybody or to make anyone afraid. Fear is paralyzing. Worry is paralyzing. You are completely valid to feel those feelings. But what you can't do is have those feelings as a way to not do anything. We need to act in spite of those feelings. The fuck is a happy cola? Is there multiple drinks? It said soft drink and a happy cola. The fuck is a happy cola? I have a happy cola? Happy cola? Oh, those are the bottles.
Gamer 12 super chatted $10. Republicans fully voice support for Israel and some for inhalating Gaza. Democrats, even though they support Israel defending itself, are calling for a ceasefire and voting for aid and get hate for it.
FusionZGamer brings up a great point. We don't have great options for that, but we at least have to look at the words they're using. I've not listened to Tally Hall much. Although I think I've heard that Leave the Lights Off song. I think that's Tally Hall, is that not? They're like, don't go in there. That one.
Yar.
Ethan's car. I challenge you to name me one policy Kamala has proposed that is as bad as the policies that Trump is proposing. That is Tally Hall. That's, I think, the only song I've heard from them.
Yeah.
Would you ever go to Canada if things get bad? I'm being fully honest here. If Trump wins, we're probably going to Canada. Just because, like, me and my wife are, you know, pretty queer. Not very safe for us here. Not to mention that, like, I am, like, an out and loud socialist. There are Republicans running whose ad campaigns are shooting signs that say socialist on it. So, like... What are your opinions on the Senate and how it's currently ran? I mean, to be really honest with you, I think the majority of the U.S. government needs to be redone. It's run so slowly and poorly that by the time something happens that needs laws to address it, it's too late. Like, our governing system is fucking terrible. Not to mention, like, our voting system. The Electoral College, for one, is crazy. Thoughts on the new norm? Very bad. Ironically funny to look at. Was that poppin' pork? Did I read that right? You know, sometimes a pork roll sandwich just hits. Poppin' pork, cool. It ain't the same as the old norm. Can I get a rundown on socials and make sure I use it right? Yeah, I mean, it's a totally fair question because, like, U.S. politics has turned that into a boogeyman word that means nothing anymore. So essentially, the basics of socialism just say that you believe that the means of production should be within the hands of the workers, right? So it's being against, like, CEOs in a way is a very basic way of thinking about it. Thinking that instead... Oh, that burned immediately. Thinking that instead, the people who do the work should get the most money. I've not gotten to try that katsudon yet. Public schools. Yeah, Finley brings up public schools are a form of socialism. Here's a good way to think about it. It's putting the social services of a civilization first. Firefighters are socialism, right? The idea that if your house is on fire... someone within the system of governing will just come to your house for free and put it out for you. That's socialism, baby. Oh, there's no cheese. Throw that shit on the ground. We don't need that here. Gweniverse, I totally understand that. Part of me is possibly naively hopeful that it's her attempt to win votes, and we'll see. I think Gweniverse, if it gives you any comfort, I think we need to keep in mind the people she has picked already. For one, the vice president pick, Tim Walz. Tim Walz is actually very good on social policy, especially when it comes to, I mean, keep in mind, right, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, I believe, his second in command, I forget her name, but the person who's going to be taking over his seat as governor, she literally has a picture that she shares readily of her in the shirt that says, protect trans kids, with, like, the knife and everything. Like, she's great, and if that's his, yes, Penny Flanagan. If that's his second in command, I think that gives me a little bit of hope for him. So the fact that that's her vice president pick, I think, is hopefully a good sign. Now, here's something before we get to what would his party be about. Oh, Tim Walz? I mean, he's a Democrat, but, I mean, the party system in America is fucking garbage. What do you think will happen if Kamala wins the popular vote? As in, how will Trump react this time? Well, here's the thing. I think no matter what happens tomorrow, Kamala is going to win the popular vote. Because keep in mind, a Republican hasn't won the popular vote since, like, 2004. And that's only because he was the incumbent. The only reason Republicans have won in the past, like, 20-plus years is because of the Electoral College. Regardless, before we get too thrown off, I do want to bring up,
Elizabeth Calvert super chatted $5. My son is Andy. I'm terrified of a Trump Perez. Been a huge fight just to get an uhyeah. I'm a single mom. MAGA doesn't like people like us.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the same boat, you know, our, not to, I don't want to divulge too much information about our family's health or anything like that, but we have an IEP, at least one in our family as well. We'll leave it there because I don't want to divulge health information of children who cannot consent to that. But I totally understand. Also, thank you for the super chat. But I want to, before we get too in the weeds, I need to make this as clear as possible. Just because I say that voting for Kamala Harris is the right thing to do this election, and just because I say that you should support her in this election, does not mean if she gets elected, we get to say, cool, we're done, and chill for the next 4 years. No. Picking your president, and I've said this many times, picking your president is picking your opponent. Not many presidents are going to be a great person to represent all of your beliefs or what you want. Presidents are put there so you can argue against them and protest for the things that you think we deserve. Picking your president is a chance to pick your opponent. At the end of the day, no matter what you believe, it is a fact that Trump has proved time and time again that he will listen to no criticism, and in fact thinks criticism of him should be punished. And at the end of the day, Kamala has made it a point to listen to criticism. So if we're picking the opponent who we will be protesting against, I would rather pick the person who has, at least thus far, shown she is willing to listen to criticism and protest. If I had a choice for anyone in the entire world to be president, who would it be and why? Right now? Probably Bernie Sanders. I love my guy Bernie. Like, I think there's a couple things I disagree with him on, but on a whole, he's pretty good. For at least if we're talking like current politicians, he's probably the best we got. Ethan's car. I need you to understand this. Kamala Harris is the vice president. She has no real power. All vice presidents are able to do is talk to the president and make a deciding vote in the event of a tie. That's literally all a vice president can do. So when you say Kamala hasn't stopped the genocide, she literally fucking can't. I don't think she would have, to be clear with you, but she's literally the vice president. What do you think she's gonna do? Like, oh, I'm low on energy. I need a fucking chocolate bar. That's the good one.
Gamer 12 super chatted $10. Remember, it's not just the vote for the presidency that's on the line, but also the House of Representatives and the senators and governors in multiple states.
Exactly. Thank you for the super chat, JZ Gamer. You know, JZ, you can just say these things. You don't have to super chat them, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Even if, and keep in mind, a major important thing is to vote down ballot here, because we need a functional Senate and House if we're going to get any shit done at all. Banana malt. CNSTPTN, I still don't know how to say your fucking username. I saw your message. I will give them a listen. Please stop spamming it. It's annoying. My burger! Now, going to third parties, because somebody brought that up earlier. Down ballot. Down ballot essentially means voting for everyone on that ticket who is running for that party. So if I were to vote Democrat down ballot, it means not only am I voting for the Democrat presidential nominee, but the Senate nominee, the House nominee, any county nominees, things like that. So, talking about third parties, because I saw somebody say, like, what's your opinion on third parties? That's important. Realistically, even, I'm going to, before I talk about our current third-party options, in our current governing system, because we do not have ranked choice voting, voting for a third party will literally do nothing but waste a vote. Just straight up. For the president. Because we do not have ranked choice voting, it's just going to waste your vote right now. Until we can pass ranked choice voting, it's not really that reasonable. Now, to speak specifically on the options we have, our current third parties literally only run for book deals. Our only third parties right now, I promise you, are running to sell books. Jill Stein does not give an absolute shit about this country. Because if Jill Stein in the Green Party, or what's the other third party that was running? It was a man. I forget his name at the moment. Someone will say it in chat. Not RFK. RFK's a whole nother fucking can of worms. Can of brain worms. Not RFK, not RFK. It's... What the fuck was his name? The other guy who was running for... Cornel West. Yes, thank you. Cornel West. The only reason Cornel West or Jill... Or not... Fucking Jill Stein? Cornel West or Jill Stein... The only reason these people run is for a book deal. Because if they legitimately wanted to have a chance for the presidency, we wouldn't only hear about them 6 months before the presidential campaign. We would hear about them every month while they were on the ground, door knocking, getting local election support, winning local election spots, building a coalition, and eventually running for presidency. But they don't, because they do not want to win presidency. They want to spoil the vote, they want to sell a fucking book, and they want attention.
Chatted $10. Tim Valls is my governor. He signed for free school lunches, paid family leave, right to repair. Our Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is of the White Earth Band Ojibwe tribe. She advocates for the same values.
Yes, yeah. Haley, thank you for the super chat. And yeah, everything I've heard about Tim Walz has been great. I'm actually very excited to see him in a vice presidency role. Again, he won't have any real power, but seeing him... The thing about American politics is who we elevate is whose ideas get shown. Having someone that left-leaning at that high of a position, while he doesn't have any real power, is good to shift the dialogue, right? I mean, think about how American politics is not super left-leaning, but there are many left-leaning ideas that are currently able to be talked about because Bernie Sanders ran for presidency. Did he win? No. Did he even get the primary? No. But him alone running shifted the conversation in such a healthy way. No lettuce. Yeah, to quote the ERB, Kamala has better walls. No lettuce. Jill Stein has never held a political position? No one in the fucking Green Party has. Let's be real. Because they don't give a shit. They want to run for presidency so they can sell a fucking book and get a paycheck from whoever the fuck. Fries, soft drink, easy, easy. I could go for a burger right now. We went to, we got like chicken fingers and fries for dinner tonight, and it was very good. It really hit a spot. Yeah, I have a less than 1% win rate in local elections because they don't fucking campaign. They do not care. Yeah, AOC was in the Green Party, and she switched away from the Green Party so she could actually get shit done. Big book wants you to think otherwise. Who does pay the president? Never thought about it before. Congress. I'm pretty sure like, what's the fucking word? The salary of presidency, I'm pretty sure just gets determined by Congress. We do? True, we do. Chicken boat for lunch? The hell's a chicken boat? Yes, the Council of Elders who pay the head mage pay the president. President? No, I fully agree, Finley. If everyone in Congress, and including the president, like everyone in Congress and the president, should be paid minimum wage. If you can set what minimum wage is, that's what you should be paid. Motherfucker! What do you think of fracking? I think we need to phase it out. Obviously, shutting down anything immediately would be a bad idea. But every time it's, well, what about... The only reason people have argued for more fracking is the jobs. And there are so many... Think about how many fucking jobs we could make and how good of a fucking industry we could have if we focus those jobs who are worried about fracking in, for example... solar panel plants, like manufacturing solar panels, manufacturing any number of green energy. There are jobs to be had in those manufacturing roles that would take over those fracking jobs. Oil drilling, same thing. Fish and poppin'. What's fracking? Fracking is essentially a very... It's a very... environmentally unfriendly way for, I believe fracking gets gas. Am I wrong? Or is it oil? I think it's oil still. Here, Emberisk with the definition. Hydraulic fracturing is a technique used to enable, get back here, the extraction of natural gas or oil from shale and other forms of tight rock. Thank you. With the definition, huge. Poppin' pork, no tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, nuclear is amazing. We could have way more and safe nuclear. The fear of nuclear only exists from the issues that we had with it, but we don't have those issues anymore. Would you mind explaining how the Electoral College works? It doesn't, but sure. So, Ember, you have no idea how tempted I am to do that. Fantastic found Happy Dog. Happy Dog no mustard, was it? No mustard, yeah. So, the Electoral College, at its core, right, the argument that often gets said is it gives states with less power the ability to voice for themselves. That's bullshit. I wouldn't say that, Potato Boy, but I know of him.
Yeah.
So, oh, my fucking appliances are off. Right now, the way the Electoral College works is that we have a set amount of electors per state based on population. However, I believe you can never have... I forget what the exact measurement is, but there are... I don't want to say any wrong numbers here, so I'll give you the general idea. Is there a cookie in there? No? Okay. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. What did I do wrong? Oh, maybe I did only mustard. Shit. Okay, I gotta do that again. Oh, wait. Did he ask for fowl and I gave him pork?
Yeah.
I gave him pork. That was the issue. I gotta clutch up real quick. 1 second. The problem with the Electoral College is it's too heavily weighted. I believe that everyone's vote should equal the same. Yes, Electoral College gives each state one vote per member of Congress. And the way the members of Congress are weighted benefits states with lesser populations. The idea being... was no onion, right? Yeah. My burger! My chicken Sammy! Essentially, the main problem with the Electoral College... Oh, the appliances are off. It's so hard to talk about the numbers of the Electoral College while not fucking up this order. Especially now that the menacing music is going. My chocolate malt. But basically, because it's not a population, a vote one per person, but a vote one per elector, there are certain states who, once the majority in that state is cast, all of those electors go for that candidate. This is why you get swing states, right? Because some states will have, say, 8 electors. And then if that state votes 60% Republican, all 8 electors will go to the Republican candidate. It does not matter. Those 40% of people who voted, their voice does not matter. There's a reason why every campaign narrows in and focuses on about the same 7 states. Because those 7 states are the only ones close enough that you might swing the large number of electors they have in either direction. Those are what are known as swing states. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm in one of the biggest swing states in the country. Having the Electoral College basically makes it so politicians only give a shit about those 7 states. Hey, the cream one, I challenge you. Name one thing I've said so far that's empirically wrong. Yeah, Michigan is another one. Georgia is honestly a swing state right now. Chocolate malt, happy dog no mustard, salmon nuggets. There's no mustard, right? Yeah, the Electoral College makes it so we really don't live in a very well-functioning democracy. Now, so some of you might be saying, wait, this sounds like a terrible system. Why the hell would anybody want a system that gives certain states more of a voice than others? slavery. The Electoral College was initially created so that whether or not it's said directly, the states who wanted slavery had wanted to have more of a voice in elections so they could keep slavery. It's kind of like how the police system in the US were originally created to catch slaves, which is why they are not, and never have been, legally obliged to protect you. Two chocolate malts. A fun evening, it sounds like. Jaka, slavery might have been technically illegalized, but slavery never went away in America. You realize that prisoners have... there's literally a statute in the amendment, like the laws around slavery, that a lot of those laws do not work or affect prisoners, right? So, what do you do if you're in governance and you want to enslave a group of people, but you don't want to do it, you don't want to publicly do it by race? You're like, oh, well, if I say I want to enslave a certain race of people, then I won't win my election. You say, okay, you can only enslave, let's say, prisoners.
Yeah.
And then you write the laws and police the communities to specifically over-police and overproduce that result. Slavery never went away. They just changed the name. And look, I'm being super real. Is that going to change in our lifetimes? Probably fucking not. I'll tell you what, it's not going to change under the fucking township attorney president, you know? But, the fucking prosecutor. Yeah. But, she is our best option right now. So vote for her. Fried egg, happy dog, fantastic though. I had way more hot dogs in there. Did that motherfucker steal my hot dogs? I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead. Learn some of this stuff in your human rights class. Yeah, honestly, Americans are not taught this enough. There's a lot of, like, I would say a good, like, 70% of Americans don't, like, just are not aware about, like, half this shit. And I'm not fucking special. You know, it's just, I happen to know some of this stuff from fucking watching other people who are smarter than me.
On Twitch for 2 months. 2-month sub anniversary. So glad you're educated in all of this instead of just spouting opinions. Proud to follow and sub.
Oh, thank you for the sub. Very kind. The hot dogs are on the floor. My hot dogs! Get back in the warmer. Get back in the... Who threw you out of there? Who fucking threw my hot dogs on the floor? They were telling me. I did not see that. That burned fucking immediately. Your internet lagged out. You thought the stream was getting taken down by the state? Not yet. They gotta kill me if they want me to shut up. Hey, CIA, if you heard that, please don't kill me.
You have to pay for my life and the children's lives.
True. No pickle, coward.
Gamer 12 super chatted $10. Slavery
no pickle
has
on
been
a chicken
part
sandwich
of the US
crazy.
since 1776, through the Missouri Compromise, through the Compromise of 1850, through the US Civil War, through Jim Crow, through 1960s Civil Rights Acts and more.
FusionZGamer has been spitting fucking facts on these super chats. Thank you for the $10, by the way. Very kind. Pickles are gross, can't blame them. Nope.
Yeah.
The best and only correct way to make a chicken sandwich: fried chicken patty, mayo, pickle. And if you want, you can add hot sauce. But mayo and pickle are mandatory for a fucking chicken sandwich. Fries, happy dog, no mustard, happy deluxe, no tomato. No mustard and no tomato. Be fucking consistent. Do you like tomatoes or don't you? Hot sauce is a must. Look, I like hot sauce on a chicken sandwich. I shouldn't say love. I like hot sauce on a chicken sandwich. Sometimes I just want the chicken sandwich. Sometimes I want to be a basic bitch. Sometimes I don't want to be challenged by my food. Fries. Sauce of any variety is evil. Fucking Rich McGee over here eating the God's chicken sandwich. If you're eating a chicken sandwich without sauce, either it's the best chicken sandwich you've ever had, or the fucking driest brick of meat you've ever laid eyes on. What are you talking about? Like, only incredibly good food is good without sauce. Otherwise, you need sauce. What are we doing here? Where do I usually get my news from? Honestly, for anyone out there, I highly recommend, not sponsored, but my DMs are open if you want to sponsor me, Ground News. It's an app that collects, basically anytime something newsworthy happens, it collects as many articles and websites who've talked about it as possible, puts them on a political chart of like, here's people that are self-identify as right-leaning, self-identify as left-leaning, here's all the different perspectives on this news source. It is the really, I think, best way to currently look at as unbiased as news as possible, because you can like look, it sifts it into the categories, so you can look at like, okay, here's what left-leaning publications are saying about it, here's what right-leaning publications are saying about it. I would really recommend Ground News, and it's free. Like, you can subscribe to it, but it is free. Naked Johnson in the background. Oh, he's going to, what is his name again? Ear? I forget what his name was. It's been a while since I played the story of this game. I just like playing endless mode. Sorry. No, I don't know. Not yet anyway. Didn't realize it was free. I believe it's free, but you can subscribe to it. Because it's there's no ads. So like it's fully subscriber funded, which also helps to ensure that it's not being, you know, biased in any way by a certain sponsor who says, like, don't have this news go on there when. Ground News. God Help Wanted 2 food prep. God Help Wanted 2 food prep needs an endless mode. Can I grab J-Top by the ear and force him back into the studio? Say, hey, Secret of the Mimic needs to fucking wake. You guys need to make a goddamn endless mode for food prep now. I would play that shit daily. Yeah, Jeff Bezos with the Washington Post. A perfect example. If you've been paying attention to what happened with the Washington Post recently. I think I need more Happy Dogs. Do not stall Secret of the Mimic, right? No, Secret of the Mimic can fucking wait. I need endless food prep on Help Wanted 2. Fuck, I don't care what the Mimic's secret is. I want to make pizzas. Yeah, what is with FNAF never giving endless modes? It seems like the perfect kind of game to give endless modes to. Pizzaritos! So Happy's Deluxe, no cheese, and T-bone steak. No cheese on a burger? What are you, a felon? What's wrong with you? Put cheese on your burger. You want a burger? Eat a burger. God, what a fucking throwback. I haven't thought about that meme in forever. Eat a french fry. Must be one of them lactose intolerance. Look, I'm lactose intolerant too, but I still swing to the cheese every chance I get. I suffer for it. I can't not. Happy dog, no mustard? I think that's what I need. Yeah.
FusionZGamer 12 super chatted $2. FNAF 6 Pizzeria Typhoon customized endless mode.
God, that'd be so fun. Actually, I think there's a fan game that came out with a demo recently that's supposed to be like a FNAF Tycoon style game. I've been meaning to play it. I'll probably play it sometime this month. Because I've been asking for like a... There was supposed to be like a Fazbear Tycoon fan game, but I think that stopped. I think that shut down. But there's like a new one that just came out with a demo. Ice cream steak deluxe pie. Dawko played it? Nice, nice, nice. I'll have to look into it then. No onion. No onion. Okay, so I like an onion on a burger, but I get occasionally not having an onion. Sometimes an onion's a lot. Sometimes you just want a burger. I still think a burger is better with an onion, but I get like being like, no onion today. Kill for a steak right now, they're so expensive. You can blame. Well, what the fuck? What'd I do? Oh, it was a banana malt. I did a chocolate malt. Fuck. You can blame corporate price gouging for that. Something that Lena Khan is working to fix, and Lena Khan is someone who Trump has said he will get rid of, meaning prices will, like, empirically get higher and worse under a Trump presidency. Oh, I gotta click to pick things up. Like, why can't I pick up the fucking Happy's bar? So it was deluxe pie. Oh, what the fuck? Deluxe ice cream. And a steak. You eat onions like chips? I don't care what you do in your house, but keep it away from my fucking kids, you weirdo. Just got blobbed on. I did just get blobbed on. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Moldy Chunk. What a username. Here's the thing at the end of the day. For the people who actually believed that giant echo chamber, I've literally been hey Brad, I've been literally taking on questions the whole stream. If you have any questions or complaints, feel free to say them. I haven't banned anybody yet. Just saying. Fish, Happy Cola Nuggets. Even if you somehow don't believe every single economist who have said the whole tariffs thing will ruin the economy, Trump doesn't believe it either. Literally at the economic forum that he was talking at, he said something, I'm not going to be able to quote it exactly off the brain, but he said something along the lines of, what did I say, 100%, 200%, 2,000, I'm saying the whole quote. What did I say, 100%, 200%, 2,000%? I don't know, I'll just say it because it'll scare them. He doesn't even fucking believe they work. He doesn't know how tariffs work. Trump says the word tariff like a little kid says a new word they heard for the first time. It becomes their go-to word whenever they don't know what to say. Look, Elon Musk is a dumbass, but even Elon Musk said in a fucking recently unearthed audio that the economy is going to get really rough for a year or two. Everyone in their fucking party knows. It will only get good if you have the money to afford the insane prices, because you'll save personal money on your unrecognized gains tax. Fried egg, Happy Cola. Did I do the Happy Cola? Nope. Fried egg, Happy Cola, Happy's Deluxe. Here's the real thing. I think the reason there's so much fucking support for Trump and Elon is because Trump is a poor man's idea of a rich man, and Elon is a dumb man's idea of a smart man. And I'm just being super real. Roxy for president? True. Roxy for me. Please. How rough are we talking? How soon is that for that rough year? I think he said the first 2 years. I'm like, dude, that's half your presidency. Elon's just another... Oh, we've got a... oh, God. We have a Penelope Scott fan in chat. I saw that line. Elon's just another Edison. Rat is a good song, isn't it? Cookie, Happy Cola soft drink. You ordered 2 sodas and a cookie. Honestly, I respect it. Don't call me out. I calls it like I sees it. Rubex.
Calvert super chatted $2. Woorai your gamer subs promo paid for shipping.
Yeah, I don't... Wait, is it doing that right now? They didn't tell me. From my understanding, it should still be the 10% off, but if it's free shipping, that's great. I hope it is. I think the free... Honestly, from what I've heard, the free shipping is a better deal than the 10% off. They haven't told me if that's true. Are you talking about, like, the... Because the week that I started was the free shipping week. Was it a plain Happy Dog? It was a plain Happy Dog. I don't know. Look, from what I understand, it's 10% off. But regardless... You should use code RYTOAST for 10% off your gamer subs order because it gives me money, which is more important, and it funds my wife's tattoo.
It does.
Oh, the 10% off paid the same cost. I see. I see. No, you're good. I was just making sure. Don't want to lie, especially when it comes to, like, money stuff. That's why in the Toast plushie, it says, like, plus shipping, I don't know, check the site, because, like, I don't know. Look, I may be a socialist, but we love capitalism when it gives me money personally. What was my opinion on the August-September debate? August-September? Do you mean the first Trump-Kamala debate?
The old one? Chickened out.
Yeah, is that what you mean? Like the presidency debate between Kamala and Trump? Because if so, Kamala fucking wiped the floor with him. Which just goes to show how bad of a I really can't believe that the Republican Party went for Trump. Like, he's such a bad candidate for them. I don't like any Republican candidate right now, but, like, if they went for Nikki Haley, I think we'd honestly be in a lot more trouble than we are. And that's saying something, because I don't think many Republicans want to vote for a woman. But I think she'd be... If it was Nikki Haley v. Kamala Harris, I'd be worried about our chances, much more than I am right now. Ooh, did Brad actually give me a point to talk about? Jeez, Crypto, I hope everyone's alright. Why vote for Kamala? You guys think she's a good candidate or just because that's where we're at? Sorry if my last comment sounded... No, I think that's a fine comment. So why vote for Kamala? Is she because I think she's a good candidate or just where we're at? I'd say it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. She does have policies I think are legitimately good. The proposed building 3 million new houses to drive down housing prices. I think that is a legitimately good policy. Especially since she mentioned that there would be a down payment assistance for those housings, like specifically that new housing for first-time home buyers. I think that is a legitimately good policy. The $50,000 tax credit, I believe, for new startup businesses. I think that's a legitimately good policy. Is there better policy she could be doing? 100%. But there's not much policy-wise that she has proposed that I think is bad. Now, I think she should be proposing more, but, you know, we'll see where we go. Now, there's that, but I wouldn't be throwing so much support behind her if it was her in a vacuum. But she is running against someone who, you know, is really, really bad. So there's that too. Honestly, Trump Vance was the best Republicans could do, I think. Caleb, you're so wrong. First of all, I think, now, you might be right to think that the Republican Party is kind of stuck with Trump because of his, like, cult-like support. But Vance is objectively one of the worst vice president picks of all time. They really only picked Vance because Biden was running, and they knew they had a really good shot against Biden, and Vance could be the guy to lean into a lot of that Project 2025 stuff, since he wrote the foreword for the author's book. Like, Vance is very closely tied to a lot of that. Trump is closely tied to a lot of that. But Vance was kind of the pick for the base. And now that it's a tight race, Vance has done nothing but made it really difficult for Trump. Vance is such a fucking liability. Here, let's put it this way. There's a reason at the Madison Square Garden rally, Vance spoke second. Meanwhile, Elon and RFK spoke much closer to Trump. Because at this point, Trump is trying to make it look like it's this coalition of him and Elon or him and RFK, because he knows that him and Vance look terrible because Vance is a liability actively. Yeah, Haley Halo brings it up. We all remember that, like, Sarah Palin was the worst vice president pick of all time. Vance has disapproval ratings lower than Sarah Palin. He is the most disapproved vice president pick of all time. Happy Cola Shake. Foul. T-bone stick. Which is really funny because, Tim Walz was like an objectively really good pick for VP. So it's just a funny combination. No tomato. And my steak. Would have been yeah, I mean, I would have been satisfied with Shapiro, but I don't like how he treated the pro-Palestinian protests. So, like, I would have been a little bummed because I was really kind of jazzed for Walz. So when Walz got picked, I was very relieved. That's fair, Anon. If you wouldn't mind, and I don't mean this as like a trying to call you out or anyway, but what specifically, because you say you're center right, what specifically of the Democratic Party do you have a problem with? Because I have a lot of problems with the Democratic Party, but that's because I'm much further left than them. I don't think they go enough. Our Democrats are most other countries' center-right party. Like, our Democrats are very middle of the road. So I'm curious what your problem with the Democratic Party would be.
Accurate Sniper got 360 super chatted $2. Donald Trump said he wasn't in support of 2025.
I assume you mean Project 2025, because alone that sentence is very funny. Sure. We'll first of all, thank you for the super chat. I, for one, don't trust Trump at his word. He's lied many times. But here's a better thing than just me saying he lied. Let's talk, right? You super chat. Let me honor that. I cannot, even if Trump is not lying when he says
Gamer 12 super chatted $10. The MSG rally hurt Trump badly after those Puerto Rico comments. Many were offended so much so that the Trump campaign distanced themselves from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, you know it's bad when Trump has to be like, I don't know who he is. We didn't vet his stuff. Meanwhile, they did vet him. That's how a rally works. Anyway, so even if... So for anyone who doesn't know, because I see what's Project 2025. For anyone who doesn't know, Project 2025 is a playbook written by the Heritage Foundation, I believe, which is basically here's all the policies we're going to do and how we're going to achieve it. All of it's online. It's like 900 pages, so it's not reasonable to say go read it yourself. It's a dense read. It's very bad. And a big chunk, honestly, the scariest part about Project 2025 is that a lot of it revolves around the fact of we can't get this done normally, so we are going to fire millions, like, not millions, like hundreds of thousands, a huge amount of federal workers who would say no to me or go against me, and replace them with people who like me more and will listen to me more. That's terrifying, and that's how you that's how you speedrun it into a fascist state, when you don't have anyone who's willing to tell the president no. Now, to get that out of the way.
Cryptid Prince super chatted $10.
Yeah, that link's great if you want to, like, read more into, like, what it's actually talking about. Someone said, Trump has said he does not support Project 2025. That's not true. What he has said is, I don't even know what's in there. I didn't write it. I have nothing to do with it. Okay. Well, we have to keep in mind the people who wrote Project 2025 is primarily made of previous administration picks for Trump himself. He supports, or at least has supported within the past 4 years, all of the people who wrote that document. Those people support Trump. And even if, after all of that, the person who wrote Project 2025, in an interview he didn't know was being recorded, said, of course Trump support it, he has to say he doesn't because it's economically unviable.
Also written by white Christian nationalists.
Elizabeth Calvert, we know that they're written by Republicans. You didn't have to specify that, but sorry.
Sgamer12 super chatted $5. Trump's closest allies and former staff and people being re-added are endorsing Project 2025, even though Trump says he isn't for 2025. Exactly, JZGamer. And thank you for the super chat as well. But even if all of that, like, even if all of this, yeah, at the same time, Anon, their voices aren't his. That's what, yeah, even if all of that, at the end of the day, Trump has yet to list a single thing that Project 2025 says that he specifically doesn't agree with. So even if he can stand here and say, I don't support 2025, I don't support this project, I didn't write it, I don't know what's in it. If you bring up any of those policies, he has not gone against any of them. Abortion policy. That's not true. He has specifically said he would leave women's health up to RFK. He can say, personally, I don't want an abortion ban, but then he immediately says, RFK will do women's health. What does RFK support? An abortion ban. It's all in the way these politicians speak. Remember, folks, because I feel like a lot of motherfuckers have forgotten this over the past 10 years of Trump, 16 years, whatever you want. Over the past 8-9 years of Trump, a lot of motherfuckers have forgotten about this. All politicians do is lie. Every politician lies. That is all they do. If you trust a politician, if you love a politician, inherently you're wrong. So what do we do when our politicians lie? You look at the people they endorse, the people they pick, and what their actions do. Right? The policies pushes leaving it up to individual states. Can you give me a single reason why abortion should be left up to the states? Is an abortion in Kentucky different than an abortion in California? It isn't. Do you know why? Yeah, Anon, I've never said I love Kamala or trust Kamala. She's a politician. Fuck her. She was district attorney. She's a cop. Fuck her. ACAB. Like, no, I don't like her, but I'm going to vote for her because I like her more than the other option. But, so why then,
If an abortion is not different in Kentucky versus California, why would we leave it up to the states? Because they know they cannot pass an abortion ban nationally. That is too unpopular. So they can try to pass it. They can try to pass an abortion ban in as many states as possible.
Super chatted $2. Hey Rye, I love you and your content. Tee peace dove. Victory hand.
Well, thank you, but you don't know me. But I appreciate the super chat. Remember, don't trust people online, even me. Anyway, but if they can pass an abortion ban in as many states as possible, then there is more national
Accurate
support.
Sniper God 360 subscribed.
Oh God,
$2. What?
It's when they both go off at the same time. It really gets me. Thank you for the sub, Jay the Pagan. I support ACAB. I think the current policing system in America is inherently flawed. It was built originally to capture slaves, and it was maintained to maintain redlining districts and over-police minority neighborhoods and low-income neighborhoods. The current system as it is legally does not have to protect you. Legally does not have to stop crime. All police legally currently have to do is report crime. If you support that, yes, you're a bastard. Sorry.
Cryptid Prince became a member. Cryptid Prince celebrates 20 months of membership. Hashtag
oh, and bust unions. Yeah, the other thing they do is bust unions. The police are private security for upper-class stuff. Happy slugs, happy dogs, soft drinks, strawberry ball. So, here's the thing, right? A lot of people heard defund the police, and they went, what? You don't want police anymore? What defund the police means at its core is that we need to rethink how we deal with crime in our current system. Because obviously how we deal with it now isn't
super
good.
chatted $10. I would have loved Andy Biss here as VP pick a Democrat
Yeah, Andy
who
would have been
actually
good.
wins the governorship in deep red Kentucky because he cares about the people and they care back and says left-wing things confidently.
Yeah, I think Tim is good for the same reason, but I would have loved Andy as well. So we need to rethink how we handle crime. Our current crime and jail and prison system is focused on punishment and retribution. Almost all crime is driven by poverty. When you cannot eat, you steal. When you get caught stealing, you defend yourself and hurt people. Almost all crime is born out of
Caleb
poverty.
Map super chatted $1.19. Fronny 2028. In all seriousness, vote Harris.
Thank you. Oh, I gotta go on this one. Tell that to the families of the dead policemen who were killed in the line of duty. I hate racist cops, but I can't good conscience say all cops are dicks. Here's the thing, Skylar. I understand that there may be good cops out there who get hurt. That can happen. But when your system is enforced violence by the state, and your system systematically does this nonstop, and your police union protects those who enact unjust violence, those good cops will either get turned, have to lie on the stand to protect someone to keep their job, or they quit. I legitimately think in our current system, the only morally correct thing to do as a cop is quit. Because you cannot fix it from within. It needs to be fixed from the top down. Exactly. Happy Khan said it really well there. The system dictates the intent. Yeah, here's another thing. No one's born a cop. No one is born and... shit, I'm a cop now. Cop is a choice. Always has been. Yeah, exactly, Burr. Good cops quit, get fired, or get beaten out of the system. Banana malt, chocolate malt, strawberry malt. God damn, y'all are fucking on with your milkshakes. More funding needs to go into the screening process? That's my thing, right? So, I was talking about before we got into that. Talk about a cop-out. Shut the fuck up. We need to rethink how our policing system works. I'm in favor of a system where we still have a police force that are our violent crime response team, right? There's a violent crime going on. They go out there. They work that. Or active security detail. Something horrible is going on. We need people to keep an eye on it. Ads? Okay, I'll wait for the ads to go over that. I'll just do my fucking milkshakes while I wait. What were we talking about? Define. Oh, yeah, here we go. I was like, what were we talking about before then? The source of crime, right? Crime, almost all crime, is born out of poverty. Right? If you can't eat, you steal. So you can eat. And if you get caught while you're stealing, things get violent. Well, yeah, tomato thorns, because the cool ones are on Twitch. So, whenever
Elizabeth
we see...
Calvert super chatted $2, not training but to John Oliver.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. And also, Eric, I guess.
Eric,
I
I guess
love that
super
quote.
chatted $5. Andy Bashir saying that trans kids are kids and all kids are children of God and deserve love, healed my ex-Catholic heart.
I don't know what the current, like, major opinion of the actual, like, campaign of defund the police is. My opinion on it, like I said, have, some kind of quote-unquote policing force to respond to, like, active threats, like active shooting, things like that. But then a lot of the jobs that police officers do right now, remove it from the police officers and give it to people trained to do specifically that. So, mental health crisis, have social workers handle that. Traffic violations, have literally a new job. It is now, your job is to watch, sit in traffic, try to catch speeders, try to do this, try to do that. That is your job now. Reassign those funds to those other groups. But that's not all, right? Because when it comes to the police, the question is always, what do we do about crime? Will all these jobs have firearms? Most of them don't. Most of them, if not all of them, no. But we can't just stop there, right? We can't just stop at, oh, okay, so we take that away. Because like I was saying, at the end of the day, crime is driven by poverty above all. The vast majority of crime is you cannot afford to eat, so you do what you have to. So whenever the question comes up, like, okay, what do we do about crime? If we fund our social safety nets and our social situations, there will naturally be less crime. We see this, and this isn't theory. This isn't just like my idea. This is a proven fact in every civilization that has tried it. If you make it a lot harder, if you make it a lot easier to eat and a lot easier to live in an apartment, people do way less crime. Not only that, but jail needs to be rehabilitative, not punishing. The point... I don't know if we'll ever get there as a country, because I think our country is pretty bloodthirsty. But right now, the American prison system, the point of the American prison system is retribution. It's you did something bad, and now we will punish you until we see fit to let you go. Meanwhile, take a country like, was it Norway with the really nice prison system? It was one of the Nordics. Norway, Finland, or Sweden. I don't remember exactly which one. There's a country up in the Nordics who the joke is the prison is like a hotel up there. It's so nice. It's crazy. It's so amazing and it's so nice. People just want to go to prison. Countries, it is a proven fact. The nicer and more rehabilitative your prison system is, the less... Oh, what is the term for going back to prison after you've been in prison once? Oh, there's a term for that. It's like a something rate. Recidivism. Thank you, Burr. The nicer and more rehabilitating your prison system
Calvert
is.
Super chatted $2. Restorative justice, better outcomes for all.
Correct, Elizabeth. The lower your recidivism is. So you would be like, and the reason why is because in that system, you go to prison.
Prince super chatted $2. Recidivism.
You are given the help you need. You are taught skills. You are taught how to do and be a better benefit to the grand society and to help yourself. And then when you leave, you have a plan.
Yeah.
You're able to get a job and do something and help everyone else in the community. In our current system, you go to jail, you're beat over the head for 10 years, and you're dropped on your ass with a mark on your arm so that you can't even vote. Hold many jobs. Many jobs won't hire you. Like, of course you're going to go back in prison. It's not because you want to go back to prison. It's because you don't have any options, so then you can't eat again, so then you steal again, so then you go back to prison. Rehabilitation, unless you personally annoy me, then you go to jail forever. That's true. That's true and should be true. Happy Deluxe and 2 ice creams. Yeah, homeless people are actively barred from getting jobs. What the fuck are you supposed to do then? What is your opinion on mass shootings being used by right-leaning politicians as a push to buy more guns? It's crazy. It's not an accident that we as a country have one of the highest gun ownerships in the world, and we as a country are the only country that has this bad of a problem with mass shootings. It's not hard to see the issue here. Hey, what's happening? We're talking politics because tomorrow's the U.S. election and it's all I can think about. And I'm like, if it's all I can think about, it's what we're going to talk about. Also, go vote tomorrow. If you live in the U.S. and are a registered voter and are of legal age, you know. All crimes to rehab. Yeah, all crimes to rehab. All crimes to rehab. Straight up. I think literally all crime is born of poverty or at times severe mental illness. I can't think of a crime that doesn't fit into one of those two.
Mystical just subscribed on Twitch.
Oh, thanks for the sub, Barry. You're stressed about the election, can't do anything about it? Take a day off. If you're, like, too young to vote or you don't live in the U.S., don't pay attention tomorrow. Come back on Thursday. Happy dog, no mustard.
Elizabeth Calvert super chatted $2. Daily Show has shown it's cause we fetishize guns. Disappointed face.
Also, thank you for the super chat. Malt and a fantastic film. I'd argue that isn't born of either. That's true. That's a whole separate thing, right? Because, like, a lot of SA-related crimes come from the... It boils down to the patriarchy, right? Because it's the idea of, like, if you don't see a AFAB person as someone who is a person, but rather an object, then you can excuse a lot of cruelness toward them. Why should you care for an object? Right? Well, now, Skylar, hold on. You lumped a lot of stuff together there. Robbery? Okay, so that goes down to being poor. That goes down to needing money to eat. if we had a social service so you could eat and live under a roof, like a universal basic income or low-income housing that is guaranteed and easy to get, then I guarantee you robbery would go way the fuck down almost immediately.
Yeah.
Juicebox super chatted $4.99. Like I said, people hear they fund the police and think the money just disappears. That money ends up in other programs, welfare and tax funded alike.
True, true. And thank you for the super chat. Depends on the person. I think you're being pretty cynical. I think I think the vast majority of people just want to make sure they can eat and their children can eat. I think like 95+% of people just at the end of the day want to make sure they can eat and their children can eat. And almost, like, I would say like 90% of crime is born out of making sure that can happen. And even if there is 10-15% of people of crime out there that's born out of just, I felt like doing it, does that mean our entire system should be built around punishing that 15%? Or our entire system should be built around rehabilitating and giving the help to the 75%? And if there's people who accidentally benefit from it, we can address it when it comes up. You know? AP government tomorrow, live in a heavily red area, have a cold anyway. Yeah, maybe you should take the sick day. Look, my philosophy professor had a wonderful idea where it was everyone deserves to have a moral holiday every now and then. A day where you can just take off, ignore everything, and relax. So he recommended us, like, even if you're not sick for the entire semester, take off like 1 or 2 classes in the semester and just email him and say we're taking our moral holiday. Chicken sandwich, no cheese. Chicken sandwich with no cheese? Actually, no, that's fair. I like a chicken sandwich with cheese, but a lot of the time it's not the right kind of cheese. Like, you want like a pepper jack or like a provolone maybe. A lot of the time it's like fucking yellow cheddar. It's not even a good cheddar. Happy dog and a happy dog no mustard. No cheese on the chicken. Stealing for fun sounds like a mental illness. You said it, not me. No mustard. Who decided what the prison system would be like in the U.S.? It's not like John Prison decided what the prison system was going to be, but over the years, it definitely leaned towards a way to get free labor in the U.S. It was a way to supplement the loss of slavery. Here's one since I was on an LNO SVU binge. Do pedos go to rehab? I am personally disgusted with that kind of a person, but I would hope that non-offending pedophiles could go to some kind of rehab or therapy. I'm not read up on the subject. I don't really know what that's about, but I feel like that's got to be some, like, fucked up trauma shit, right? I don't know. Like, in my brain, that's probably some fucked up trauma shit. Like, go to rehab, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that.
Elizabeth
I don't got all the
super
answers,
chatted
dude.
$2. Shout out to my job giving me 3 hours PTO vote. Purple heart.
Ship them to an island? Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave that to mental health experts who know more than me. Because here's one of the things that you always have to keep in mind whenever it's like, here's a group that all deserve death. Especially if it's a group without any action attached to it. We can change definitions in our legal system. Right? Because if you say all people who are, let's just say, everyone who flies deserves death. and you say anyone who flies deserves death immediately. Okay, sure. So now, what if in, say, a month from now, I start a campaign that say, okay, well, everyone who likes the color blue likes the sky, and they basically can fly. And I start doing this campaign where I say everyone who likes the color blue can fly. Now, we can kill everyone who likes the color blue. I hope you can see the analogy I'm trying to paint here. So I always hesitate when it comes to a kill all blank immediately, even for something like this. Which we should. Blue is the worst color. Crazy take. Blue the worst color? That is an insane take. Craziest thing we've said today. Blue is the worst color. Get the fuck out of here. No cheese. Yeah, beige is right there. Okay, of the rainbow. I don't know. I don't like yellow. I feel like it's often a very harsh color. Like, I mean, here, let's be super clear. And I hope no one's going to try to, like, clip any snippet of this sentence out of context. Right? I agree with you. I gotta be careful what I say, because I don't want YouTube to, like, fucking give me a claim for any words that I say. But I think, I'll try to skip around this. I think an offending PDF file, YouTube do not claim me, should get the unalive penalty. YouTube do not claim me. But far-right extremists have been calling literally anybody who's LGBT, or even, like, anyone who's, like, even close to LGBT, a PDF file, we'll say. So if we all rally around anyone who is this should get X'd immediately, if those far-right politicians get in office and make it so that is considered PDF file behavior legally, then those groups immediately go to the camps. They're done. It's over. Right? I mean, I think, isn't it Oklahoma made dressing in drag like a sexual crime? So, like, that's why I would hesitate for such strong language like that. Tennessee, was it? Yeah, like, so that's why I want to be careful about sentences like that. Name one positive and one negative thing of being far left and far right if you want to. So, how about the types of people? Because far left and far right are nebulous terms that don't really mean anything, right, at the end of the day. That's such a vague description for such a wide variety of things. So let's talk about people in American politics. Exactly, Tantra. I agree with you. You're not. That's not. But far-right extremists are saying that. So if they get to power, we have to be careful with what the public consciousness believe. You know what I mean? Quick question, do I support Palestine? Fully. I think the only way in our current system that we can meet any kind of long-lasting peace is an enforced ceasefire and a two-state solution. I think Palestine should have a right to sovereignty and safety. But yeah, talking about the people, right? Far left and far right. I'd say a good thing and bad thing about far left people in American politics. Good thing, they have good ideas, and I agree with them. I would say they are supremely conscious of the social needs of the communities they're in. A negative thing about far left people in U.S. politics, they don't fucking win or do anything half the time. Speaking as a far left person. I think a good thing about a far-right person... Oh, the problem with far-right... Like, when you say far-right in U.S. politics, on what? The economy? No one's far-right on the economy. You're far-right on social safety nets, which means you don't like... You think LGBT people should get axed. Like... Tandra, there's nothing... the problem is... You're trying to assign logic to people who are not thinking logically. Because I agree with you. That is an illogical statement. But they're not thinking logically about that. Strawberry malt, fantastic file sandwich. What is a malt anyway? I think it's just another word for milkshake. Am I wrong in that? Yeah, I can't click that right now, Ember. Jock, I'm curious. I mean, I appreciate that you say those people deserve respect. You know, that's the basics. I'm not gonna... At least you got there. But, like, why not? Right? Even if you don't... Even if you're going to be weird about it and be like, oh, I don't personally believe that people could change genders or whatever. Why not? Gender is a social expression. Right? It has malt in it? What the fuck is malt? Gender is, at the end of the day, a social construct. So, like, if I... Gender is just your social signifiers on how you want to be addressed at the end of the day. So if I can change my name, why can't I change my gender? That's my thought on it. Yeah. Yeah, the only biological part of gender is sex, and at that point, you don't have to know my sex if we're not fucking. Like, end of the day. Why do names have a gender assigned to them? Tradition, which is often stupid and illogical. But, you know, people are stupid and illogical, so am I. When are the results from the election come out? It's hard to say. Typically within the week. Sometimes it takes more for, like, if there's a lot of ballots that have to get seen or, like, mail-in ballots. This election is probably going to take a little bit longer because Republicans have really been trying to make it clunky and make it difficult so that when it takes long, they can point at it and
Elizabeth
say, see,
Calvert
the Democrats are
super
cheating.
chatted $5. Rye Plaza Reed Kiro _the_wolf. Malt is a thicker shake. Taking my tiny human with me to vote tomorrow and then ice cream. Even genetics don't match XXY.
True. Also, thank you for the super chat, and Cure the Wolf, thank you for the explanation. Pardon me? Yeah, Shark. I feel that. I'm not a furry, but I always feel bad for the furry community out there because I feel like y'all get dogged on, pun intended, so goddamn much for like no reason. It's just like God, like it's fun to like do like light jabs or whatever, but I feel like y'all get so much hate for like no fucking reason. It's crazy. The internet just one day was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck this fandom in particular. I always forget that my community is like half furries because I'm in the FNAF fandom. Like half a chat was just like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah. Grilled fish, happy slugs, hot pie, salmon nuggets. Am I? Was that pie? Fuck, I'm out of pie. No one wants cookies. Everyone wants pies. It is really funny to me, you're right, like how talented and also wealthy the furry community is.
And I think that's why a lot of people just like, you know, dog on them, because like they're just most of them dead. They got this. Envy.
Yeah, people have furry patrons who are just, yeah, no. It's crazy. Grilled fish, happy deluxe. Fish. I don't think so. I haven't seen them anyway. Hot pie. Hot pies are done. Yippee! Chat's speeding up 3 times after mentioning furries. True.
Like, have you met Obnoxious? Like, you know what? I have not heard from Obnoxious yet.
Fish! I keep double and triple checking. Was it just a regular Happy's Deluxe? Yeah. Yeah, Alexia Jackson. I was actually about to bring that up because I see people talking about homelessness. Alexia Jackson said it really good in chat. Y'all forget that unless you are incredibly wealthy, you are one bad day, one tragedy, one horrible medical thing away from being homeless. Homelessness
Elizabeth
is so
Calvert
close
super
to so many
$2.
people.
Hey Rye, do you do any cons on the East Coast?
I want to go to conventions more. I just don't have a lot of time or money. I miss going to conventions. I do want to keep going to conventions more and more, though. I used to go to conventions so much as like a teenager. Right. That'll take a couple years, but we'll get there maybe. Oh, like as a YouTuber? No, I'm not big enough for that. I think like if I did a con right now, it would be like a, hey, I happen to be at this convention. If you see me, say hi. You know what I mean? But yeah, homelessness, I mean, it goes back to crime, right? Homelessness is not out of, like, homeless people are not homeless because they are lazy. They were one bad day away from something that could hit literally anyone. And then the moment you're homeless, our entire system is built to pile on them and try to put them in the garbage can as fast as possible. This country fucking hates. It's literally illegal to be homeless. How does that make any fucking sense? If you lost your home, you should be given housing, not a jail cell. Especially in our punitive jailing system. There's chocolate? Chocolate, no lettuce. What is stinky? Something's got flies over here. Rude. Is it like this shit? On the floor here? Oh, the burn stuff can attract flies. A minute left. I'll take this time to clean up my fucking kitchen. Yeah, I think tonic aridity, I think that's true for a lot of people. I think a lot of people had a really bad first impression, and the more they met, they were like, oh yeah. They were talking about furries. It was like that just had a terrible first impression from the memes. And then like actually talk to furries and went like, oh, you're chill.
I always think really bad ones with really like aggressive forms that walk around the mall.
Well, no, it's what it is for me. My first impression of furries was always glomping. And I was like, that's not my vibe. God. But then again, I was in the Homestuck fandom, so I can't really judge other people for being known for glomping. Yeah.
As a cat, too. I was like, people don't bark at me.
Glomping, what year is it? Look, I'm 26. I was around. Glomping was like, I want to say glomping was, yeah, like 2012 to 2015. Like early to 2010s. Do I want to know what glomping is? It's essentially tackle hugging without consent or permission. It's essentially you run up to someone and go and fucking hug them like that.
Yeah, it's meant to be like,
Glomping is older than early 2010s? Glumping or gumping? No, glomping. Oh, and oh, way earlier than that? Okay, but it was around in the early 2010s, right? Because glomping was a term in the early 2000s, but I wasn't using it in the early 2000s. I was using it when I was in, like, high school. Why are we talking about glomping? Why are we talking about glomping? Because we were talking about furries. It just happens. It's a tackle among friends. Yeah. No, a tackle among friends is Mr. President Get Down. Which probably hits different this year. But
no, that's a game.
yeah, I missed that game. I'm too old to play Mr. President Get Down. If you tackle me and we're not on a trampoline, both of my legs are going to break.
First of all, you do that in the pool where you almost drown somebody.
Yeah, true. It's funny. Because, like, when I was, like, fucking 15, you could Mr. President Get Down me in, like, a front yard, and I'd laugh it off and be fine. If you Mr. President Get Down me now, my knees are breaking. I'm not built for that anymore. No. Mr. President Get Down is modern clomping with more consent. You're not fucking wrong. Place serves egg. Fried egg. Hey, I will say, a fried egg in a bag is crazy. Fried egg on a burger, high-key one of the best toppings you can put on that burger. Fried egg, happy cola, happy dog, no ketchup. Sometimes I forget this is a horror game, but then one of these motherfuckers with their ass out will just start crawling around. I think he got stuck. I'm gonna throw an egg at him. Is he still there? Please still be there. Let's go. Idiot. Stupid. Give my egg back. Stupid. Idiot. Dummy. Stupid. Idiot. Well, you're not. It's so just like a naked person texture that's censored. But you're not supposed to be able to look at it for this long. But I think he got stuck. Me at 3 a.m. getting the shredded cheese out of the fridge. Kind of a beat. Kind of a beat. It kind of goes hard. Oh. Don't mind me. Oh, it's Mr. Stinky. I have a minute to do this now. I fucked around too long. Oh, it's just a happy dog, happy cola, and a fried egg. We're good. Non-politic question. See the epic musical vengeance song?
Yeah.
I did. It's really good. The, oh, what the fuck is the song name? 600 Strikes? Holy shit, it goes hard. I've been wanting to do a cover on the voice acting channel of something. And I'm like, maybe epic so that it's like algorithmically viable. But realistically, there's not a lot of like solo male songs from Epic to do. So my options would be Monster or Monster. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do Monster. But we just got one in Vengeance. I forget the name. I don't like how to say the name of it. But that one, I kind of really want to do that one. The like before Get in the Water. Theories on FNAF fan games or FNAF inspired project. I don't know. Maybe I want to expand on more non-FNAF stuff, and I have been, and I will be. I mean, this week is going to be a Poppy Playtime video, but I worry right now with the size of my channel, devoting a main channel video to something that is not a popular, algorithmically viable game. You know what I mean? Charybdis. Charybdis? Okay. Get in the Water is right there. Get in the Water has 2 people in it. That's the whole point. Also, I don't know if my voice is low enough for that. He's like, get in the water. It's really deep. Isn't Get in the Water 2 people? Popping pork and a cookie. Damn, my pork is popping. All my sandwiches pop that pork like this. You know what song I'm referencing. Throw my hot dog now. Don't stop, don't miss. Odysseus has some lines. Yeah, doesn't Odysseus sing in Get in the Water? Or is Get in the Water just like... I only listened to it a couple times. Is Get in the Water just Poseidon singing and Odysseus talking? No ketchup. Because if it's just Odysseus talking, I could get away with just not having that in there. But I thought Get in the Water had both of them singing. Ultimate vibe check? Wait, Stegazel, what was it? I definitely burnt my poppin' pork. Banjo-Kazooie? I haven't played many. I played the first one. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to play any of the others, though. Is it a Baritone 2 song? Is it a I thought it was I thought it was like bassy. Maybe that's just my impression of Poseidon. Because I am a baritone. I'm not a bass. I can't get that deep. I think the deepest I can get is Santa Fe from Rent. From Rent, Santa Fe? Yeah. That's like the deepest I can go. Any deeper, it starts getting like... I start missing the notes. Yeah, that's the what about metaphysic puzzle? Like down there. I can get there. That's about like... That's the bottom of my range, is that song. And I'm sick of grading papers, I don't know. I'm shouting in my sleep, I need a muzzle. All this misery pays no salary, so... It's like down there. It's a really fun song. I feel like wasn't one of the Sinatra songs also down there? Yeah, because Sinatra is kind of my range. There's the one Sinatra song that was always... Wasn't My Way, was it? No, it was, New York. The fucking... Spread the news. I'm leaving today. It like goes down there. I want to be a part of it. Get in the Water is a duet, sorta. That's what I thought. What if I just take whatever the hell Calypso's song was in this saga and just take it down an octave? Baby, it's cold outside? The Baby, it's cold outside. That one? No, I'll save that for when I really perfect a feminine voice, and I'll sing both parts. It's just me fucking myself. Go find which Epic songs are male solos. I'm telling you, from what I understand, it's Monster, Charybdis, and like technically for the most part the Prophet, whatever the fuck his name is. Like technically, because Odysseus just has like 2 lines in that whole song. No Longer You, yes. And I love No Longer You. No Longer You is close for me. But it still has like a little bit of other people, and I don't know who the fuck to contact to do a cover song with. So I'm like, I would want to do my first cover song by myself. You know what I mean? All right, well, I'll have to see if there's any... You know, there's probably going to be a male-female duet in the last saga, because he's going to go back home to his wife. They'll probably have a duet. The Horse and the Infant is solo. My first public cover song cannot be the song where Odysseus kills a baby. That cannot be the opening. I kind of wanted to do Open Arms, but it's like just a little out of my range. Because I'm not really comfortable in my like head voice yet. And I would have to go up there. Why not? Why not? Thunderbringer? I don't know if I'm deep enough for Thunderbringer. Thunderbringer's fucking deep. Because I really like Open Arms. Open Arms is really fun. But I don't know if I can convincingly get there. It's a little... It's like near the top of my range. Just a Man is where he kills the baby? Oh. Okay, well then what the fuck was The Horse and the Infant? Because I thought that was the one where he kills a baby, because it says the infant. I just put you on. What do you mean you already burned? He hints at not wanting to do that for that one. Oh, okay. So my first public cover song wouldn't be me killing a baby. It would be me not wanting to kill a baby. This is the fucking Always Sunny bit. We gotta write a song about how we don't diddle kids. It's gonna make everyone think you diddle kids. Food. There are 2 call and response Christmas songs that are kind of creepy. Aside from Baby It's Cold Outside, what's the name of that other song? I can't think of one. I don't really know a lot of Christmas songs. I don't really like Christmas that much. IASIP mention. Squirrels in my pants? What the fuck did you just spell? Me neither. Oh, I thought this was like a trivia thing. Just a Man. Okay, wait. Just a Man is the baby killing one. I can't do the baby killing one. Always Sunny. Oh, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've never seen. I've always seen some people say Always Sunny, not IASIP for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Just like Christmas until after the 20th. The 20th is my birthday.
Malt, pork.
And I vote.
You can kill the baby, right? I can't kill the baby. I cannot have my first public cover be me killing a baby. That's crazy. Literally a FNAF tuber? Okay, wait, now you're selling me on it. Now I'll be like, hey, do you like franchises where children die? I just did a cover on my voice acting channel about killing a baby. You should go listen to it. Odysseus said the same thing and then he killed a baby. SMH, men always lie. SMH my damn head, dude. What am I popping my pork on today? Everything? Okay. We're popping our pork on everything, ladies and gentlemen. Hup. Banana, and chocolate. Oh, we have 18 seconds left. Uh-oh. You know what? We're at like 2 hours. Maybe we'll switch to web fishing. So let me just fuck up this order so we can see something spooky. Because we're at 3 strikes, so our next strike should get us something spooky. Right? this not give us something spooky? Hold on, let me throw this here. I want something spooky. Make something scary happen. Are you gonna get scary or what, game? I thought Happy's supposed to attack me after I go that far. Do you not get attacked in endless mode? I thought that was the point. Weird. I thought I would get attacked. Telemachus' song Legendary? I don't remember off the top of my dome. Dangerous. Dangerous is mostly solo, but I don't know if I can pull off Hermes. He's got a very specific voice. Ain't Got Rhythm. Yo, Phineas and Ferb has some bangers. Ain't Got Rhythm's kind of... I've got Ain't Got Rhythm, Platypus Controlling Me, and... What the fuck was the third one? I've got those on my, like, personal playlist. Busted? Busted is alright, but it's not on my personal playlist. Oh, Interface. That's the other one. Interface is good. Even though Norm has sex in it, it's a good song. You remember Interface?
No.
It's the one where Norm and that robot lady want to have sex.
Oh.
When we get on the floor and we interface. It is!
Okay.
It's literally a pun of intercourse.
No.
Like, obviously they're just dancing, but like... No, interface is about robot sex. As much as they can for a fucking Disney show. I kind of am too, I feel it. Sure. I just gotta change what we're doing on Twitch. Barry, you want to hop on? I'll send you the code first. Dope. Check Discord. This is not a spooky game. This is a chill game. This is a good, like, we just did Happies for 2 hours straight. My nerves are fried. I need to fucking fish. By golly, I just want to fish. I was wage slaving so fucking hard, dude. Clank, 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 get coding, get coding, get coding. That's crazy. Yes, you can't see the game. It's because I'm showing the code to Barry first. I'm also going to make tea, so I'll be right back. But I'll get in a cute spot first so you can have something to look at. I think I want to go by the beach. Barry's in? Okay. Folks, if you want to join web fishing, you just need the game. It's like $5 on Steam. There's the code if you want to join. And we're still talking politics. Like, we're obviously talking about other stuff too. But if you want to keep talking politics, bring them up. One of the most American things, brother. Burgers and fishing. True. True. Burgers and fishing. Yeehaw. Goodbye right now. It's really cute. I think up to 12 people in a lobby can join. Tomato Guy, the first non-invited person. You guys like my cat? I'm gonna go make tea. Burger. Okay. Back. Is the lobby full? Maybe. How do I check that? I have no idea how to check if the lobby is full. Someone just joined, so I guess not. What do you do in this web fishing game? I'm gonna blow your fucking mind. You fish on the web. It's essentially like a fancy chat room, but you can fish in it. Oh, it's very Animal Crossing inspired. I call a turtle. Wait a minute. I was killed. How the fuck did you do that? How the fuck did you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that? Oh, right, there's a fist item. No, I got punched into water. I got into water. Made with Godot. Cool. Duolingo miner. Ooh, good point. It's 11:30. Did I do my Duolingo? I did not. Drink your water, take your medicine, do your Duolingo. Imoto wa Taiwan ni sundemasu. Oh, good. New creepypasta ride round. True. Yeah, get in the water. This may or may not have been born out of my own sonic panic at the time. Wait, what was? Oh, Duolingo reminder. I see. Go, the water's down. Go get my tea. You cannot play it on phone, unfortunately. The cats are eeping.
Let me just get a good look at you.
I'm currently drinking a ginger turmeric tea from Gamer Subs. Literally Gamer Teas. Did they call it Gamer Sips? Because they really should have. No, it's called Gamer Tea. If you want Gamer Subs, use my code RYTOAST for 10% off. It gives me money. Why is it sad? Because I thought it was cute. We're fishing, we're fishing, we're fishing. Windows emulator being stupid? Ah, that's probably your problem. Having an Apple product. We're fishing. Yeah. Favorite possible third-party group in America? Go. Like, currently running? None of them, really? Because, like, Jill Stein's a grifter and her vice president is kind of transphobic. Cornell West seemed pretty cool. But, I'm not gonna win. Is it only cats? You can also be a fox. Oh. Oh, I did receive a letter. Oh! I caught something. That's a big fish. Something, something, marlin. True. What do you say? the fish in the marlin is very silly. Let's go. Perfect Duolingo lesson. Happy early birthday to you, Annas, and sorry that your birthday is on election day. That's gotta suck. New comfort game? Oh yeah, it's a big comfort game. It's fun to like edit the podcast while playing. I tried that today. That went pretty well. Or last night, not today. I need a place to put this tea bag because it's ginger turmeric, so I don't want to over. Oh my god, look at the fucking whale someone just caught. That's a whole ass whale.
Yar.
My fish! I wasn't ready! Walking around with the whale is very silly. Any chance the working streams are coming back? I want to, but I work at such an inconsistent schedule. It's not really feasible right now.
We will look into it in the new year.
Damn, that is a strong ginger turmeric. They are not kidding. Oh, I caught a shining Nemo. What's it mean that it's shining? It's ginger turmeric, probably. Give him back to his dad? Never. Oh, someone caught a hammerhead. Shiny tears gives them more value, probably. Swordfish. Can you change your display name? Probably. I'm gonna go shop. Where the fuck is the hub? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the aquarium. Nope. I want to upgrade. There we go. Refill that, refill that. 500. 500 feels like a good... Ooh. Leech's license. Huge. Oh, that would be all my shit, though. We'll do it. Trying to increase my... Oh yeah, where are these letters I keep getting? Oh, here we go. What the fuck did you give me? Did you give me 52 beers? Why did you give me 52 beers? And another beer? Why did you give me 54 beers? 54 beers of beers. The beers of beers, beers and beers. I mean, grip it and rip it if you got it. Yippee. 1,054 beers. True. Soda. How do I meow? I think it's G. I keep forgetting to buy one of these buckets that fish with you. It's time to use leeches. Fishing. The meow is kind of a situation. You're not wrong. N for free cam? Wait, really? Oh, huge. That's huge. Got any other, like, politics questions? Been a while. I'm drinking my tea. Twitch stream bio still says Happy Summoner. Weird. Oh, I changed the category. I didn't change the title. For sure, Rube. Well, keep in mind the pinned message for vote.org is a great resource to make sure you are registered with your local polling places, helping you get to your polling places. What kind of tea I got there? I've got ginger turmeric gamer tea from Gamer Subs. 10% off of Coritos gives me money, you know, all that jazz. What other based opinions you got? Housing is a right. I don't know. Shining angelfish. Cute. Is your first time voting is as stressful as it seems? Well, realistically, until the current Republican Party is held accountable for the election interference they keep trying to do, it will be this stressful until there are real consequences for them. Because you shouldn't be allowed to be a sitting politician and constantly saying that elections are rigged unless you win. Well, it's not in a Gamer Subs cup. This is a Ghirardelli mug. I would not put hot tea in a plastic Gamer Subs cup. They should make Gamer Subs mugs. Gamer mugs. That was a giant fucking ray. What the fuck? That is a giant fucking ray. Ooh, good thing I upped my power, because I would not be able to get these many mashes. What is that? That was so many mashes. That was for a 2-star glistening branch? A stick? Was it at least, like, money? I mean, it was a $20 branch, I guess. Cool. Alright, whatever. Size matters not. True. True. Well, I mean, he's bigger than that. Stick moment, true. A fish stick? Possibly. First time voting, granted I did do it early. It wasn't a very stressful experience. Most stressful part was avoiding telling my mom who I voted for. Yeah, that is another thing to keep in mind. We kind of touched on this Friday. No matter who your family is, who you're married to, who's driving you, no matter what, the only person who gets to see who you voted for is you. The only public record is what your party is and if you voted. Who you voted for is completely confidential to you. If you are in an unsafe situation, lie. You can tell your conservative family that of course you're voting for Trump, and once you're in that booth, you vote for Harris. And no one will know. It is, in fact, a federal crime to try and figure that out. What's your opinion on not voting? I think voting should be mandatory. I think you should get a letter in the mail and you should get, like, fined if you don't vote. Like, okay, hear me out. I think voting should be made incredibly easier and also be mandatory. Like, a lot of countries, it's incredibly easy to vote, and it's also mandatory. That should be everywhere. The fact that it isn't everywhere is on purpose.
Logan Entertainment super chatted $4.99. THXS for the amazing theories, smiley face. I have a question. How's come the Nightmare staff bots have glowing eyes in Security Breach, but not in HW2? Thoughtful face.
That's a good question. I'm leaning towards the Nightmare staff bots being a hallucination anyway, because they can switch back and forth in Help Wanted 2. Voting day should be a federal holiday and most industries should have the day off. I agree. It's not a mistake. We talked about this on Friday. It is not an accident that voting is in the middle of the week and not a federal holiday. The powers that be do not want the working class to vote because the working class votes in their interest. And the upper class, the 1%ers, they want to be able to have a more... they want to have the most power possible. The fact that it's during the working day, during working hours, is not an accident. It's why people are against voter ID, right? Because I hear some people who are not fully aware be like, well, what's wrong with voter ID? We would want people to be identifiable, like when you go to vote. First of all, there's already a check and balance. You go up, you say, this is my name, they check for your name in a book, and they sign off. And if somebody else tries to do it for your name, you show them any form of identification, and it bada bing, bada boom. The problem with requiring ID to vote is because IDs in America, in case you are not aware, if you're not American or you didn't know, IDs in America are not free and are similarly difficult to get. Wait, why don't I have any bait? What did I do? What did I... That was weird. So, requiring ID to vote similarly depresses the working class and depresses the lower class. Because getting an ID not only costs money, but often costs a day of work. And a lot of people cannot just simply take off a day to get an ID. Requiring voter ID is another way to make it so the working class has a harder time voting. Voting should be easy and mandatory. And I'll tell you what, if voting was easy and mandatory, a Republican would never win in this country again. I may have caught something. It's a little big. I caught a small. Let me just put that in my pocket. That's Mr. Ray to you. Someone said favorite political comedian. George Carlin is a good one. I don't know a lot of, like, political comedians, to be honest with you. My taste in stand-up is... I can probably turn the game up because it's such a quiet game. My taste in stand-up is what I like to call sad comedy. Mike Birbiglia comes to mind. The recent Hank Green special on cancer that was on Dropout comes to mind. The kind of comedian where, like, it's about, like, a deep and touching topic and it explores trauma through comedy. Love that as an art form. There is a slightly political... I don't know if he's a political comedian, but I've seen a lot of his political jokes. What is his name? He's on TikTok a lot. Like, his clips go all over. It's like... like, Gianni something? Hold on, let me see if I can find him. Gianmarco Soresi. If you don't know him by his name, you might recognize his face because you might have seen like a TikTok. Hold on. If you recognize this dude, that's such a blurry image. Go fuck yourself. Yes, Gianmarco Soresi. From what I've seen of him, I don't know if he's like a political comedian, but the political stuff I've seen from him is really good. Oh. Hopefully that wasn't long. I just tapped back into that. He hasn't had anything if you think he might need Tylenol, but it is midnight. My boy Walter Masterson. I've never heard of him. Does John Oliver count? Yeah, kinda. He's pretty good. John Oliver is a great opening, like, is a great entryway to a lot of leftist ideas. Like, he's very palatable to liberals. Antithesis to the date right guy. Oh, is he the guy that's been, like, pretending to be, like, the date right guy, but for leftist stuff? Because that's pretty funny. Bo Burnham's another good option there. Bo Burnham is a pretty good political comedian. I don't know a lot about, like, his actual political beliefs because he's so, like, offline. You know what I mean? But from what I can assume via his stand-up, I probably like his politics. I like his stand-up a lot, I'll tell you that. I think, honestly, saying stand-up is not, like... I don't think that even gives it justice. Like, Inside is such an artistic masterpiece. You know, it elevates beyond stand-up. I need to change my Steam name. I'm not a guy anymore. That's so fucking based. What do you guys do at rallies? Like, what's the process and what happens? It's basically a way for politicians to get their message out there. But because of that, it almost begins to perform some sort of celebrity status. Because that's why a lot of, like, right-wingers are being like, Kamala doesn't know anything. She keeps saying the same exact thing at every rally. It's called a stump speech, where you go to every state you can, and you give the same speech to different people. That's literally the point. They're so used to having a rambling 78-year-old man who doesn't know where he is, that they forgot that the point of a rally is to reach new people to say the same thing. Walter Master says the guy goes around trolling conservatives. Pretty funny. Oh, is he the guy that, like, interviews people at, like, rallies and stuff and, like, pretends to, like be a conservative to get them to say dumb shit? Because if that's the guy I'm thinking of, I do love him. Genuinely, unironically, could Seth MacFarlane count as a leftist comedian? He's not really a stand-up person. Honestly, you're not that far off. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, okay, no, yeah, he's great. Hello, Shining Ray. Small golden... Oh, not shining, it's a small golden manta ray. Huge. Oh, you're right. Sorry, a rally is 4 questions and then 40 minutes of listening to your playlist. Beesh. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane is the Family Guy and Ted guy. But he hasn't worked on Family Guy in years. How much is that worth? $240! That's crazy! That's the... Oh, wait, hold on. Out of bait. Yeah, I guess I'll use some worms and I'll head back in. Sell my shit, buy more bait. Golden Ray the lore. True, Golden Ray. That's where Andrew is. Meow. Thoughts on Elon Musk and the role he's been playing in the election process? Elon Musk is an idiot. Hasn't really built anything. He's born from blood diamond money and uses that money to pretend to be a smart man by buying companies that are more successful than him and pretending to be the people who actually do the work underneath him. So it makes total sense that Trump thinks highly of him. Elon Musk has been flaunting his money around to try to affect the election for Trump because he knows Trump will give him the tax breaks that he wants to. And the idea that Trump has said this multiple times, that he wants Elon to take a hold of our budget and cut the fat. What I assume that means is he's going to do what he did to Twitter, where he's going to look at a job, and if it doesn't immediately make sense to him in the moment, he's going to assume it's nothing and get rid of it. You know how Twitter barely functions anymore? Yeah, he's going to do that shit to the American economy. So, like, if Trump wins this economy, we're going to see the next Great Recession. Like, that's just a fact. Because Trump is going to crush prices and, like, destroy the economy with the fucking tariff thing. And then our social services and social safety nets, what little ones we have, will be demolished by Elon cutting costs. No, Puck. Cis people don't understand that the procedures they get to line up more closely with their assigned gender are also gender-affirming care. Like, conservatives fearmonger about gender-affirming care specifically because they don't understand that it goes both ways. Because you're right, hair plugs, fucking Ozempic, in a way, like a lot of these like procedures and medical treatments that cis people get to appear more in the gender they were assigned to at birth are also gender affirming care, but they don't care because they're cis, so it lines up with their like pre-established notion of what they are. I have been playing Pokemon TCG Pocket. It's really fun. And I never played the Pokemon trading card game until now. I caught an EO. What are your thoughts on elementary schools having age-appropriate sexual education? They should. Sex education is incredibly important, to an extreme extent. To the point where the idea that we should not have sexual education in elementary school is insane. Children need to know when they're being abused. Children won't know, children won't know they're being abused unless someone tells them. Because children only know what they are told. So if you do not have at least basic fucking sexual education at the earliest years, then children will be abused and not know. It's why I'm even uncomfortable with parents who refuse to use the names of genitals with their children. Like, parents will be like, oh, that's your flower. That's your special place. No, it's a fucking penis. It's a vagina. Because if someone touches my child on their penis or on their vagina, I want them to have the vocabulary to tell me that. So I know. Do you know how much abuse gets missed? Because a child will be like, he tickled me in my funny place. And, like, that doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. Getting tickled in a funny place, that's everywhere. It's tickling. It's about empowering children, exactly. Oh, yeah. That's Yeah, that's fucking disgusting, user. The idea of assigned female birth children being told to refer to their body parts as food items, like the amount of like little girls when growing up who are told, "Oh, that's your cookie." That's disgusting. That comes from so like misogynistic women are objects at all times bullshit. Yes, and that's another thing. Fucking periods. Periods need to be talked about. They are not taboo. They are not gross. They're just another fucking thing. The idea about, like, the shame around periods is insane. I got a Borger t-shirt. I want a Borger t-shirt. Weird. I got a Dare shirt. That's so funny. Borger. Wait, the Golden Ray is so rare that there's a specific title called the title only for people who got the super duper rare Golden Ray title? That's so funny. I'm using it. Let's do up luck. Catch chance. Speed up. Oh, I should do that. I didn't realize you could upgrade your camp. I'll have to do that. Get the peeing hat? The what? Oh, I've unlocked pants. A hook hand? I want a hook hand. That's cool. I've unlocked the guitar. This is huge. But yeah, it's about giving children the words and vocabulary and knowledge to advocate for themselves. That's what it really comes down to. So how many is this fishing buddy? I did forget to change the title. That's a big hammerhead. What's your thoughts on Joe Rogan and how he openly endorsed Trump today? Joe Rogan's an idiot, and I'm not surprised. Also, such diva behavior. Did you see that he was posting on Twitter saying like, oh, I wanted to have Kamala on, but she said we would have to go to her, and I really think that she should have to come to us because it would be better suited for the conversation. Motherfucker, the vice president and presidential nominee for the United States said you can interview me for an hour. And you said, but I want you to come to my studio. What a fucking diva. Joe Rogan calls himself an idiot? Yeah, it's the one thing he's not lying about. No, I don't think he's like nefarious or a liar. I think he's stupid and gets and invites a lot of people on and accepts what they say uncritically. Oh. Why is Joe Rogan popular anyways? He was a really isn't he like the commentator for MMA or something like that? You right? Oh, hi Isaac. Pardon me. Oh yeah, he was the host for Fear Factor. Does Joe Rogan lie or does he do the mealy mouth nod 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 and that's about it? Both. Grifter, yeah. I mean, he doesn't believe anything. Oh my god, what a ray. That's insane. Oh yeah, it's officially election day, baby. On the East Coast, I get to be an election day first. I caught a krill. Oh, my buddy. What a ray. Honestly, my most this is maybe selfish of me, but one of the things that I'm excited for most about election day is that I get to stop seeing political ads. You don't understand. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm the hottest fucking voter that every politician wants to seduce. Every single commercial and ad I've seen, and I'm not saying like most, every single one for the past month has been a political ad. If I can leave y'all anything,
Yeah.
for the as we kind of wind down fishing for this stream, if I can leave y'all with anything, this election is not the end, right? Even if Kamala wins, that's not our cue to say, we won, we can all fucking chill now. We are not brunch liberals, okay? The fight isn't over when Kamala wins. In fact, the fight has just begun. So when Kamala is in office and all the dust has settled, you best be having your voice heard, protesting, fighting for the causes you believe in, and trying to push this governing body to the left. There will be no peace in Washington, D.C. until there is peace in Palestine and until there is peace in Ukraine. And when we get there, then we can start fighting for other stuff too. But contact your congresspeople, rip them by the ear, and remind them who voted them in, and who will not vote them in again otherwise. I understand this is a fatalistic attitude, but with 2016 attitudes before the election, I feel the need to ask, what do we do if Trump wins again? Realistically, I don't have much to get out of the country if you can. I legitimately don't tell you. I don't know. If Trump wins again, get out. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's gonna get really bad. And especially if you're, you know, gay, trans, LGBT in any way. A woman. But even if you are not, the economy is going to get really fucking bad if Trump wins. So, like, even if you are not any of these targeted minorities, the economy is going to be fucking atrocious. Yeah, I can't really afford to move either, but at least I'm within driving distance of the Canadian border. And Canada ain't much better. Like, Canada's got a lot of political issues too, but it's better than here. Like, I have a lot of privilege, and I have to recognize it, because, like, yes, I'm pansexual. Yes, I'm non-binary. But visually, I am straight and cis, right? Because, like, I present masculine. I do not challenge that. I'm married to someone who presents very feminine. You know, I mean, I'm white. You know, I have a lot of privilege. So, like, realistically, will my social experience be immediately worsened if Trump wins? Probably not. So, like, hopefully I can use that to the benefit of others. But even just economically, like I said, the economy is going to be fucking dog shit if Trump wins. And frankly, if they try to... Oh, hello, Sunfish. If they try to pull off Project 2025, I don't know if there will be another election. Any advice on how to choose who to vote for when no one candidate stands out to you? If you're talking about the election that's today, just vote for Harris. Just please. Trump is literally so toxic to every aspect of the country. The economy, social safety, foreign policy. It's all bad. He's the only actual policies he's offered is saying, I'll do a 2,000% tariff, I don't know, and a 200% tax on it, not tariff, import tax, which it'll be worse than the Great Depression. I'm not kidding you. But as far as, like, normal fucking elections, if there's not one dude that kind of like one candidate that kind of sticks out to you, I don't have any fucking bait. I would just, I don't know, vote who you think is hotter. I don't know. No, Forgiveness Prime. Jesus Christ, that's a whale. No, Forgiveness Prime. I think if Trump is elected, we reserve the right to be smarmy assholes the whole fucking time. The moment the economy starts going to shit, rub it in the face of every motherfucker who voted for him. Well, yeah, if Trump wins, it's going to be because of the Electoral College. Like I said, a non-incumbent Republican has not won for the popular vote in over 20 years. Hi, Casey. Jesus Christ. Hi, Casey. If Trump gets elected, we should be the funniest people alive and insurrection him. I know you're joking, but, like, the reason Trump's insurrection almost worked is because, like, the police are on his side, realistically. Like, if leftists tried to do what the Trump supporters did on January 6th, they would have been shot within 50 yards of the building. My hope is that a January 6th isn't really going to happen again, because the main reason January 6th worked as much as it did is because Trump was the sitting president and he didn't call in support. Biden is the sitting president. All he has to do is say, get the National Guard, don't let anyone in the building. And people aren't getting in the building. So, that shouldn't happen again. What happened January 6th? Trump led an angry mob of protesters into the Capitol building to try and delay the confirmation of the election, called on Mike Pence, to the sitting vice president, do the right thing, which would have been calling the election illegally for Trump, and when Trump supporters called to hang Mike Pence for treason, he did nothing to stop it. They built a noose in the front lawn. They beat Capitol Police to death. I think 6 Capitol Police members died. Like, it's bad. Ban 1 also released on a January 6th. That is true. Yeah, hint, don't you go Fed posting in my chat, hint. Be careful out there. Trump is currently hosting a rally, and he's an hour late playing a WWE clip. Yeah, because he held 4 rallies today, and he's 78 fucking years old. He's cooked. Like, he's so tired. He has no energy. I think I honestly think his lack of energy is what's giving me the most hope, because I think it's showing a lack of faith in his own chances. That and the Iowa polling. Look, I didn't know who Ann Seltzer was before yesterday, but goddamn if she isn't the most respected pollster I've ever heard of. Now. Yes, Sleepy Trump. Where is Sleepy Trump? Get him out of the basement. New Trump was old, but 78 is wild. I might be... Let me double check. Who is she? She's the Iowa... So, if anyone didn't see, Ann Seltzer... I'll pull up her record. Yeah, okay, Trump is 78. I'm right. A poll came out. Now, before we go into this, everyone, reminder, polls are the devil and they don't mean anything. Go out and vote. Do not matter. Someone who's quite young and isn't American, therefore doesn't remember, how is America affected by Trump's first presidency? Trump rode on the success of the Obama economy for the first couple years, and he used it to put in enough conservative Supreme Court justices to revoke the right to abortion. He did what was called a Muslim ban.
Super chatted $5. First T-Day votes starting in New Hampshire starting midnight. Have it 3 Kamala and 3 Trump in a Dixville Notch, New Hampshire.
That's pretty good. Fucked the economy. Gave one of the biggest tax breaks for wealthy Americans, and it literally set up the tax code to kick into middle-class Americans during the next presidency, knowing it would have been unpopular. But before I forget, so, But the main problem, even if Trump had a good first presidency, the things he's proposed for this one are bad enough that it doesn't matter. You could argue he is the baddest. So Ann Seltzer is a pollster in Iowa who I'm trying to get her record. Because her record is pretty spot on. She's been like 1 or 2 points off for every election she's covered. For Iowa specifically. And Iowa is a pretty deep red state. Like, Iowa usually goes plus 12, plus 15 for Republicans. She put out a poll yesterday claiming that Iowa was plus 3 for Harris. Which is insane. If that is true, like, does Iowa matter? No. But if Iowa is plus 3 for Harris, it means one of 2 things. Ann Seltzer, who is historically very accurate, is incredibly, wildly wrong. Or Trump is about to lose very big. Now remember, polls mean nothing. Go and fucking vote. But it is a little bit of hope in these scary times. If we get, yeah, there's a chance for Bliowa. Now there is another chance here. The only other time in recent history that Iowa went blue was for Obama. So there's been a lot of memes where Iowans just don't want a fucking cracker in office. Which, like, maybe that's true and based. Isn't plus 3 bad odds, or am I wrong? Well, it's in the context, right, Fennec? Plus 3 odds isn't amazing, but for a deep red state, anything below plus 15 for Trump is really bad for Trump, right? So the idea is, like, Iowa should be plus 10 for Trump at least. So the fact that it's technically minus 3 for Trump is a really bad sign for him. That's the context of it. Yeah, exactly, B. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But remember, polls mean nothing. Go out and vote. Polls are the devil's work. Especially, I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard that a lot of polls recently were literally using AI to simulate people's responses, which means they were literally less than fucking useless. Like, if you're going to make a poll based upon AI, what the fuck are you doing? You idiot? You stupid? Like, what the fuck? Yes, and Ember, thank you for the reminder, poll herding as well. The idea of, to make sure your poll is accurate, weighing the numbers based on what you think is more likely and what other people are saying. I think it was, someone crunched the numbers, and, like, in 2020, the polls were, like, 7% different from each other, which is pretty average. And this year, polls are like 2% away from each other, or something like that.
Haley Halo super chatted $2. I love that he had said that he always get Iowa.
Right. Also, thank you for the super chat. Pardon me. Let's upgrade our camp. Yippee! Squid bait? That's crazy. Whoa. Yippee. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is so in depth. That's crazy. How do I even get out of this? How do I close this? Bottom right? Oh. Duh. You can tune stuff? I'm sorry, what? That's crazy. I bet I could... Oh man, I only know how to play one song on guitar. Oh yeah, no, you definitely could do covers for songs. I only know how to do, what the fuck is the song called? Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. But I don't know it well enough. I don't know guitar enough to be like, oh yeah, this is where the thing is. I just have like the muscle memory, you know what I mean? So you wish you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field in a cold steel rail, the skies from veil? Do you think you can tell? And did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold? What is the line there? Something, something for change. The cold coffins? Something for change. I can't remember the last line there. What's my favorite Pink? My favorite Pink Floyd song is "Wish You Were Here." I just like the really soft nature of it. Yeah, the stream is a political ad. Vote for Kamala. And you know what else it's an ad for? Gamer Sups! 10% off if you use code RYTOAST. And it also gives me money, which is more important. Dragonheart, give me one actual policy that Trump has proposed that you think will be good for this country. Also, you joined late. I feel like most of the people we talked to earlier. Actor Joker, welcome in. We need a candidate who drinks guacamole gamer fart 9,000. Damn, my throat is going. Hope I can record tomorrow, because I gotta record a lot of shit tomorrow. Rye, would you ever come to Australia? I would like to, but I don't have the money to do that. Dragonheart, I'm waiting. You said vote for Trump 2024. Fucking convince me. Name me one policy Trump has suggested that you support and you think would be good for this country. Or do you like him for his personality? Like a fool? Like a peasant? We're all waiting, Dragonheart. I hear that Megalovania struggling in the background. Okay, we're live. Vote for Trump twice in the past, on the premises that he stands for increased immigration regulation policy. I support more immigration regulations. Okay. I'll challenge you. So, as far as immigration policies go, he has only suggested to deport legal citizens on the basis that he thinks they're legal. No, you're good. I think, to make this country better, we should make it easier to immigrate legally to this country. He is against that. He wants it to be harder. Currently, it takes 10 years to become a legal immigrant to this country. I think that's frankly ridiculous. And I think we'd have a lot less illegal immigration if that was an easier process. He is against that.
Yeah.
So like, I'll challenge you on it. Do you specifically know what Trump's policy is going to be for immigration? Because all he said so far is he wants to, quote, deport the illegal aliens. That's all he said. Hint, Trump has the concept of policies. Based on what he supposedly said, I think he needs more clarity. Yeah, I like my besides like all like just talking to you on like a not like a you know vibes based or like policy like I think the fact that Trump has yet to elucidate one single consistent policy is crazy to me. Why would you I don't understand supporting someone who has not shared with us a single consistent policy. Even the tariff thing. You know, he keeps crying about how tariffs are amazing and tariffs are going to save the country. And like all the economists are wrong, tariffs are amazing. Even if that was true, at the economic forum, he said 100% tariff, 200% tariff, 2,000% tariff. It doesn't matter. What are we talking about here? In all fairness, I care more about the culture of this country going forward. Since the 2020 election, I no longer have faith in the electoral system in general. Like, the electoral college? Or do you think the vote was do you think Donald Trump won the 2020 election and was cheated out of it? Because, my friend, you are sorely mistaken. The 2020 election was one of the most scrutinized election in history. And they found zero evidence of any kind of actual voter fraud going on. The only evidence that was ever brought up in court was affidavits. And that's what they were saying. They would say there was mountains of affidavits. Okay, an affidavit is a signed document of somebody saying they saw something. An affidavit is not evidence. It's good supporting evidence. It's witness testimony. But literally, I can say I saw a dragon breathe fire and kill 200 people and get it signed into a court as an affidavit. It does not mean it's true. It just means I said it happened. That is literally the only type of evidence ever brought to support any of the voter fraud claims. So, if you believe that, I'm sorry to say, I think you've been duped. And I think the people you are listening to are lying to you to convince you to vote against your own interest. I challenge you to listen to other people from all sides of the spectrum, not just the sides that you currently listen to. Ground News is an excellent source for this. Ground News is an app where anytime something happens, oh, okay, you're just crazy. Hey, my guy, I banned you. The country was literally built on freedom of religion. The idea of the country should be made for and by Christians is ahistorical and insane. You have the freedom to be Christian. Christians are welcome here. You do not have the freedom to make me a Christian, and don't you ever fucking try it. This is you know what our actual culture is supposed to be? Freedom. And I spit in the face of anyone who would try to limit my freedom. How dare you? No, preserve our culture is a dog whistle, but I was giving him the benefit of a doubt until he said our Christian heritage. That's crazy. I was kind of waiting for it, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. The point of this stream is to, like, hopefully win over an undecided voter or two. If Markiplier ran for president, would I vote for him? I don't know. What are his policies? He's probably left-leaning, so that's good. Well, what would his policies be? I kind of want to play my music. I'm in a very, like, I want to listen to Damage. I was listening to a lot of, like, angry leftist rap today, and I really want to listen to more. If y'all haven't listened to Damage, that's DAMAG 3, like Damage with a 3. Great trans rapper. One of my favorite lines from one of their songs is literally, if gender's what's inside your pants, then God made me a legal weapon. It's great, great song. It's a Double Take by Damage. I'd play it right now, but YouTube will copyright claim the shit out of me. You found, oh, Quampets. Dope skull. Have I heard The Hand That Feeds by the Crane Wives? No, but I'll have to leave it a listen. Listen to J.E.R. I don't think so. Damn, we've been fishing for almost 2 hours. Sometimes we just want to fish, for real. Kind of want to know what angry... Hint, I just said it. I was speaking of Double Take by Damage. No, you're good, Grand Daily. Hey, despite everything, it's still you. I kind of want to... Would it be too, like, soy liberal ass of me to, like, make an edit of the Undertale It's You, despite everything, it's still you, but it's, 2016 and now? Is that too, like, liberal of me? Dog, I was so libbed up when SNL had Kamala Harris and Chappell Roan. Holy shit, I was so libbed up. It is kind of liberal, right? I was so libbed up on SNL. Jesus Christ. With the seltzer poll coming out at the same day, I was libbed the fuck up. Hi from Portugal. Been listening to your podcast theories. And now the first time live hearing this one while also fishing another game. Huge. Alright, well, thank you for being here. This Year by the Mountain Goats, true. Lived up. Yeah, I mean. Lived up when she picked walls, true. And slowly decreased since then, true. Yeah, who's been rocking the guitar? They're doing a great job. You know what song is a good, like, fuck it, I want to burn down the town song? No Children. Oh, fuck, that song hits every now and then. If you don't know the by name, it's the song that goes the fucking, I am drowning. There is no sign of land. You are coming down with me. Hand in unlovable hand, and I hope you die. I hope we both die. What a good song. There's also a ska cover of it that kind of fucks. Who did that ska cover? I don't want to just say that and not shout him out. What game even is this? Web fishing. We're fishing on the web. Sad Snack has a ska cover of No Children. Wait, who is that? How do I see usernames? How do I see usernames? Oh, I have to rejoin the lobby? I'm broken? Oh, damn. Wait, so who's playing guitar? Who playing the guitar? Oh, shit. Well, Barry, you're doing a great job. It's the right vibe. Scott cover? No, ska. If there's like two genres I listen to Like, I feel like I listen to a lot of musicals. But outside of musicals, two of the genres I listen to a lot are ska and rap. I listen to, like, literally everything, but, like, those two pop up a lot. No, but that's bass obnoxious. Chromacopia? Oh, Chromacopia was great. Absolute fucking peak. But, like, are we surprised? Chiptune? Oh, I don't have enough chiptune on my playlist, but I do love chiptune. I love me some bits and boops in my music. There's Oatcore? What the fuck is Oatcore? Piece of the Action Ruin remix? It's peak. Actually, y'all want some peak music? This probably shouldn't get me copyright claimed. Rebranded Nerdcore? Wait, why are you rebranding Nerdcore? Nerdcore's fine the way it is. I'll pull up some peak Oatcore music. Y'all ever listen to the song Angus the Prize-Winning Hog? This is one of my favorite smaller bands out there, the Toxhards. Absolutely love their music. I really hope they start getting, like, more attention, because they fucking deserve it. Pardon me? But we're listening to Angus the Prize-Winning Hog. I'll pull up the video for you guys, too. It's fucking crazy. This shouldn't get me copywritten, because I feel like they're still kind of, like, small-ish. But this game goes so fucking hard. I love Angus the Prize-Winning Hog. I love a song that changes a lot. And this song changes a lot. Reeps, this is a
Brunch
horrible
rush.
time to raid.
Reeps just entered the cafe and needs a table for 84.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. So, you're playing That's Not My Neighbor? How'd it go? Folks, did we get a shout-out? Okay, Hint, thank you for the shout-out. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Rytoast. I primarily do FNAF. I do other stuff, too. Right now, we are... So, for anyone who doesn't know, tomorrow is the election day in the U.S., and it's a very consequential election, so we've been talking politics pretty much all stream. We started with Happy Stumble Burger Farm because burgers felt very American. Now we're doing web fishing. You know, we wanted to calm down, and fishing also felt very American. I don't have any bait. Am I out of bait? But if you are from Reeps Chat and you are do you happen to be in the U.S., please remember to vote tomorrow. It's very important. So those of you who don't live in the U.S., you might be unaware of this. It's not only not mandatory to vote, it's actually quite difficult to, it's during a weekday, during work hours. So it's actually quite difficult to vote sometimes. But, you know, welcome in anyway. We're usually not talking politics, but today is a special day. Just upgrade my fishing rod some more. This is a wonderful game, by the way. It came out, I feel like recently, because people haven't been talking about it until now. It's called web fishing. It's basically just a glorified chat room, but you get to fish and stuff. Close their local polling places, and it's all mail-in now. God, I wish that were me. No, I mean, there is a lot more mail-in now, especially after COVID. But, like, that's a newer thing in the U.S. Isn't that just fishing? True, good pun. Got vote nearly a whole week ago. Colorado switched to vote by mail. Good, they should. Voting should be easy and mandatory, and it's neither in the U.S. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Very weird stream, but I appreciate it anyway. Well, I hope That's Not My Neighbor went well for you. I was actually just listening to Longest Solo Ever's That's Not My Neighbor music video. If anyone hasn't listened to Longest Solo Ever's That's Not My Neighbor song, very good. It's good, like, crunchy techno. Oh yeah, Longest Solo Ever is the GOAT. But that song in particular is a banger. What happened to I wanted to get that out of the way. So, somebody mentioned oatcore, and I didn't know what oatcore meant. So I was like, we were talking about music. Yeah, that's the one that became the animation meme. They're like, I really need to get into the building, don't want to wait anymore. That one. So I didn't know what oatcore was. And someone explained to me it's just nerdcore but rebranded. So I said, you want to hear a song that's oatcore, and I was about to present to the class the song Angus the Prize-Winning Hog. So I wanted you to make sure, I wanted to clear the air since we just got rated, you know. We're going to listen to a song called Angus the Prize-Winning Hog. If you're confused as to what's going on. This song is great, but it is oatcore. Because hogs eat oats. Let me know if that volume is good.
Angus the prize-winning hog emerged from a cranberry bog, determined to win a shiny ribbon at the fair. So Angus the prize-winning hog skipped 600 miles into Prague.
This is a very good song. It is also deeply weird. Both of those are true. It is a metal song, by the way. This is oatcore. Vote for Angus. See, we brought it back around to politics. Yeah, don't let Amanda hear this song. She'll be very upset. I mean, no, the Butcher Man gets destroyed. So I feel like maybe Amanda the Adventurer would like this song. Oh my god. Hello? What did you just catch? What did you just catch? That's crazy. How much money is that? Yeah, who just blotted out the sun?
Was made for the people Angus loved so dear. The band struck up and played, and the people stood.
Sorry, that was my wail. This is oatcore. Thank you very much. Brother, may I have some oats? Oh my god, 27.
Angus is the leader, Angus is the brother, Angus is the father, Angus is the savior, Angus is the answer, always and forever. Angus will protect you.
A glistening plastic. Why do we keep getting glistening trash?
Angus is the brother, Angus is the father, Angus is the savior, Angus is the answer, always and forever. Angus will protect you, worship him forever now.
So Angus the angelic swine returned to the cranberry bog in the sky, and he rested his eyes, and his soul fades and dies with this tune.
What a song. Rykor is just going to be the Rytos playlist. It's almost done. I'm in the S's, so we're getting there. I'm going to try to... It was supposed to be the summer playlist, but I took too long. So it's just going to be the official Rytos playlist when I get there. But yeah, that's Angus, the prize-winning hog from the Toxhards. And, and honestly... The Toxhards, like, that's a fun song. The Toxhards have really good music, too. We Should Get a Dog and Coffee are some of my favorites. Doom Bop is another great one from them. I'd play my whole playlist, but again, we're streaming to YouTube as well, and YouTube will copyright claim me to hell if I start playing Spotify. Three and 3 votes in New Hampshire so far, even Steven. That makes sense. Casually turns off YouTube. I don't know. I mean, it's almost 1 a.m. We're probably going to end stream somewhat soon. I mean, hold on. Folks in YouTube chat, do you want a Spotify stream? Because if you do, we would just have to hop over to Twitch. Because I can't do Spotify on YouTube. I'll get copyright claim to hell. But you guys are the ones that will be missing out. So that's it. Change my address to IRS. I don't think that's much of an issue. Yeah, sure. All right. Well, we will... Why can't I not pin your message?
Yar.
Oh, there we go. I'll pin that. And, dude. Oh, hello. Thank God we just upgraded our fucking fishing pole. Shining wolffish. A true alpha, that's crazy. How much is that worth? Hello, $100. Huge. Alright, we'll end stream on YouTube's end. Stream will continue for maybe another half hour to an hour.
Yar.
Depending on when the baby wakes up. But we're going to be listening to some Spotify. Because it's that kind of a vibe, you know? Thank you for, honestly, a much more pleasant and even-keeled stream than I expected for a politics stream. But I'll see y'all over there. I'm going to end stream on YouTube, and then I'll be right back because I'm going to get more tea. But I'll see y'all over there on Twitch end.